Hey, what's going on, everybody? And thanks for joining us again. I tried doing a smooth transition, but we just got to break in. Welcome back to the Rethink Tank Live, where the world may be on fire, but fortunately, we've got plenty of distractions to keep us entertained. Tonight, it's a simple theme. Americans love their peanuts and circuses. First, we'll talk about the reported passing of internet personality and musician Oliver Tree and our condolences to the situation, whose unique brand of chaos somehow made perfect sense in a world that simply doesn't. Then we're heading into the global spectacle that is FIFA 2026, because nothing brings humanity together quite like international competition, billion-dollar sponsorships, and people pretending like they understand offside rules. And finally, we'll take a look at UFC 250 Freedom, where the circus comes to you from the White House lawn. But before we begin, in the spirit of Oliver Tree, we feel it is only appropriate to honor his memory properly. Now, some people claim he died of natural causes. Some people claim that it was an accident. Some people know the truth. The reptilians got him. And if the reptilians are going to take one of our legendary artists, then basic principles of fairness require an eye for an eye. Therefore, as a gesture of peace, diplomacy, and completely reasonable conflict resolution, we will begin tonight's program with the ceremonial sacrifice of one of their own. Please direct your attention to the dinosaur in the studio as Fred Flintstone prepares to offer a reptilian to the ancient lizard gods. May its sacrifice bring balance to the universe. Will, I don't know if this interests you at all. It's a bloody mess.
Oh man, I think that one's all you.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, yeah.
I mean, you could get up in its tail. There's a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe it was that time of the month for him before he went.
Oh no, we're getting deep in the caverns here.
Yeah, I mean, don't miss a spot back there.
Cold-blooded. We got one over on him.
Yeah,
our guy Oliver.
Eye for an eye, right? Eye for an eye.
That's it. I mean, I'm gonna be sipping on this guy the whole episode. Wonderful.
Oh, what's it taste like?
Iron.
Good.
Lots of iron.
Lots of it.
Yeah. So what we got in store for you is a wonderfully fun episode. Welcome back to the Rethink Tank Live. I'm gonna be munching on this dino the whole episode, but we've got a big one in store. Mm-hmm. First, let's be clear. We're winning against reptilians. They're not getting one up on us. You may have gotten Oliver Tree, but this ain't the end of the story. But let's get into that story. That is quite a tragedy. First, we just got a couple clips of Oliver Tree to kind of get us off the ground.
The thing about people are so insecure and they think that once they change this, then they're going to feel better. And the thing is, bro, it's never enough. There's always one more thing. And one more moment. You never know when it just hits you and all of a sudden you die on the operating table. I did it.
You could die on the operating table. You could be on a Kobe vacation. You never know. But, the guy was an artist that knew how to resonate with people. It was trolling, but in such a original, unique way to where people just, it was awe-inspiring. It was
kind of resonated with people.
And it resonated because you hadn't ever seen it before. Yeah. I mean, the guy could do a basic meet and greet and turn it into something hilarious. Not good at goodbye. Which we're going to get in trouble for that song, but it was worth it initially. Yeah, StreamYard's. I'm not good at goodbye. I just love this. Get away. Like, everything was a bit.
Yeah.
And they were all very calculated and well thought out. But it wouldn't be the Rethink Tank if we didn't really start getting down the rabbit hole. And if we're going to peel back that layer and start going down the deep caverns of this story, first let's ask Oliver himself, what's Oliver Tree's opinions on conspiracy theories?
Biggest conspiracy theory that you believe in?
It's a great question. That one about Avril Lavigne, everyone knows Avril died in 2004.
Yeah, this isn't her on tour right now.
No. She's had multiple body doubles. Same with Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin, too.
He's got multiple plastic surgery people that go in and do different stuff. So, yeah.
Which
The
one,
devil's double.
Are you more confident about? Putin or Avril Lavigne?
I'm going to go with Avril on this one.
Yeah. What's your favorite song by Avril Lavigne?
Definitely Skater Boy. I made a cover at one point called Scooter Boy, and I'm a big fan.
He did do that.
Yeah,
he did do that, and it came out great.
Yes.
I got to hand him that. It was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Weird combination of lizard flavors over here.
Well, I mean, it's cold-blooded.
It is cold. There's no warmth over here, that's for sure. But let's start going down the rabbit hole, because clearly the events leading up to the guy's passing made it quite a murky scene.
A lot of money to the IRS. Oh, I owe over $6 million.
Oh, wait.
Last year I owed $6 million. The year before that was $2 million. So I owe $8.
How did it go from $2 million to $4 million the next year?
I'm saying $6 million was last year, $2 million the year before. I owe $8 million in
So
total.
you don't pay your taxes?
I haven't paid my taxes for 6 years.
So how do you feel
They're
about
not real. If you don't pay them, they're just not real.
that? Wait, really? So I shouldn't pay this year?
Taxes are a construct. Nobody at home needs to be paying this shit. I learned the hard way. I was paying taxes for about 3
You
years.
tell me everything I know.
Tax the billionaires. Well, that's what I'm saying. Tax the rich. Guys like me, I'm a
Are
humble
you
dude.
rich though?
I'm super rich.
So tax you.
Tax the richer.
Yeah,
No,
guys,
riches.
me and guys like this were with 20, 30 mil.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
155. Don't put that in the
No,
video.
the guys that are like worth $1 billion, that's fucked up.
No way.
That's
But the guys that
Tax
are
you
multi-million,
guys.
like those guys
We're
are
not
chill.
rich.
Tax
What the fuck? He makes a lot of money on Hot Topic. I made a few $100 million just doing crypto pump
Yeah.
and dump.
a few
Tax the
hundred
rich.
million.
No, I
Oh
don't pay
my
taxes.
God.
It's not all. It sounds like a lot, but when you actually make taxes, I paid the first 4
You
years.
couldn't pay the $6 million.
Not this year. I don't have it. I'm not good.
You know, actually, the word got back to me. So about 2 years ago, the U.S. government was using my music to actually use torture techniques on people. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I wish I could say.
They were. That is true. That came out that the FBI and the Pentagon was using Oliver Tree music to torture people by just blaring it and keeping it on repeat. And
Life goes on
and on and on and on and on, and day 5 on and on and on and on, and at a certain point you will break a psyche.
That is perfect.
But I bet you could do that with anything. I bet Taylor Swift music could probably have the same effect. But get a little crazy, get that tinfoil hat on. I really do think he was an industry plant. We all liked his music, so it jived.
He's not the first.
and
He
it
won't
went
be the last.
Exactly.
Industry plan. It's all the time.
And it went unnoticeable because of it.
But then he broke the cardinal rule, didn't pay his taxes, and we all know that's what
He broke worse cardinal
that's-
rules than the
that's what
taxes.
Capone went to jail for.
The
It's
record
always
labels
tax-
don't give a shit about your taxes
Nah,
as
it's
long as
always
they
the
get their
taxes.
money. That's the government's problem. That's not.
But that's
the
what
powers
got
that be.
Capone, man. That's what Capone went for. It's all about the taxes. If Uncle Sam don't get paid, he comes after you.
Yeah, I don't think that's what was at play here, Doug. I'm gonna just leave it right there.
I don't think that was a nefarious activity.
Yeah, I think there was nefarious activities, not by the government or specifically the IRS. But I do think, as corporate music goes in this modern era, it's all manufactured crap. I do think he had a sound we all could relate to.
He had some hits.
Definitely hits. Found him at most clubs.
It's on Fortnite.
But I also think it was very cookie cutter music.
Yeah.
Like it was the definition of a generation, but mainly because this generation's music are all spoon-sped corporate slop.
Like I said, it's the
Okay,
Fortnite
Boomer.
lobby. music.
And again, what really worked for him was turning all of what I just said, that generic, cookie cutter manufactured music, into one big meme, into one big troll, making the biggest scooter possible and doing the oddest haircuts, doing facial makeup that gave them goofy noses and braces. And the whole thing was just one big gimmick. That's what got the attention. In high school, Doug and I loved a rapper named Hobson. Well, his gimmick was that he had white eye lenses, and that seems to be the thing. What is Deadmau5 without a giant glowing head? You don't know EDM. You gotta really vibe. No, it's the Molly, and we're all lost on the glowing head. That's just how that goes," said the lizard. And every time I go in, I'm like, "What?"
I was wondering when the breaking point would happen.
But for Oliver Tree, anyway,
Yeah.
it wasn't just the IRS, Doug. He was into some murky business. I'll tell you that.
We cut this stuff out. It's all good. It's all good. What's up?
What's up, Rob James?
Just James.
James.
You know, we're live, so don't say anything you're not supposed to say. I'm telling you.
We can't have any of this footage get out.
Is it serious? Well, I'll make whatever cuts you want.
That mic's not live, is it?
Well, it's on right now. So.
Turn the mic
Okay,
off.
I don't know what to do.
Turn it off.
What's
about to happen is you're about to go
See,
tell
you know
your
what's so
cameraman
great
to turn
about
the
him?
camera off. You need to shut this door.
We don't even know if this was a bit or
this
not,
was a bit,
because that was
yes.
half the fun.
Yeah.
You know, it was really sad seeing people within the industry that he got really close with, even like Ethan Klein and folks crying on the internet because they lost a really good friend. And the fact that your best friend, one of your really good friends, is a giant troll, and all you can do is pray that day that this is just fake.
Yeah, right. Like it's another bit.
So what occurred, just to kind of get that off the books, because I don't know if I really did address it directly, but he was in a helicopter accident in Brazil that took his life. And there's just, this is the peculiarities. This is where it gets weird. This is where the rethink tank's the rethink tank. I'm going to give you a few clips, and you could just tell me coincidence. I push back and ask, how many of these clips would I have to give you before it's really kind of part of the play and or calculated?
When I something. How about you ask me where I want to be how do I want to die?
How do you want to die?
Yeah, good question.
So when either jumping off of a helicopter into a volcano or potentially just jumping into a volcano. I haven't figured out the exact.
And notice he kind of prompted it. How about you ask me how I wanted it? And then here's the Smosh guy.
I notice in your music videos is this imagery of you falling to your death. Is there anywhere that comes from? Does that represent anything? Because in my childhood, I had a lot of nightmares where I was always falling to my death, and like I'd wake up right when I hit the ground, falling off
your
the
body
slide.
jolts
Yeah,
too?
I'd wake up.
I get those still.
I feel like that imagery, there's something about it that's like eerie but nostalgic at the same time. I don't know. Is this like a common thing that you
I've
dealt
explored death a lot, especially in the first album. I explored death heavily because I think ultimately that's why people go to religion and a lot of different things. It's like what happens after life. And so as an artist, it's something that I ponder and to process the thoughts, and especially because I've lost people in my life when I was younger, and it was pretty heavy duty for me. That was always a big thing of like, well, what happens after life? And almost in a way, preparing myself for my own death. And so kind of like putting myself into those scenarios and kind of living it so that I could kind of experience it and process it so that it's not such a big deal, because death is like something that, especially in the West, we don't really know how to talk about it, and it's kind of something we sweep under the rug. And it's like, well, someone died and we go to the funeral and then let's not really talk about it too much, you know?
Makes it scary.
Yeah, let's remember the good memories, but let's not talk about the death side. And in the East, in certain religions like Buddhism, it's like they're spending their life training for death almost, you know? How do we like try to like skyrocket the farthest we can when we pass, and how do we make the next life better? And so much is centered around death.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Why is everything so centered around death? I don't know. Maybe because you keep talking about it.
So dream way of dying.
So this sounds fake, but this is actual factual information. So I knew someone, I don't want to say the country because I don't want to get in trouble and I want to be able to go back to that country, but basically I know someone who was working, his family worked against a specific government in Central America. I can't say the specific country, but he was basically a traitor, and the government found out and they threw his uncle off of a helicopter into a volcano. I feel like the volcano is just the most classic way to go.
Yeah.
And think about it. How did he die?
Right. But
He fell, or maybe he even jumped. You know, it's like he jumped in a volcano. That sounds epic.
Yeah, it don't sound bad. But the thing is how big is a volcano hole?
Huge. You never been to a volcano?
Not never seen.
Oh
one.
my God.
They real.
Of course. Have you ever been to Guatemala?
If you've been to Guatemala, you got to go to a volcano. He's really,
Are they real?
now you could say the volcano is just a fiery ball at the bottom, as Brad Richardson pointed out. So what did occur was, to be more clear, it was 2 helicopters that collided, leaving the World Cup in Brazil. But the World Cup wasn't in Brazil, but I do think he was in Brazil for his this album that he's been working on.
Yeah.
So let's get into that, because that adds kind of another murky layer to this whole lizard,
Dude, I think you're good.
No, I want the lizard folks to know we mean it.
Lizard.
Tell them, Doug. Does the lizards know? We're
Can I ask? Is the part of the lizard you're dipping the chicken, the lizard in? Is it good?
This is business.
Okay.
None of this is enjoyment.
All right.
This is, you took my friend, and I'm not okay with it. I've now ripped it open into the caverns. I mean, there's little juicy bits. And we're showing the lizards. These are the guts.
These are the guts.
You sure you don't want any?
I think I might pass on this lizard. I'll get him on the next one.
Drip.
You know you're not supposed to play with your food, right?
This is business.
Yeah. No, sorry.
This is, Bill Gates better be paying attention.
Yeah, he's not putting that on the crops.
But we're not even, we got to get into the album. Do you know how many napkins I've gone through in this mess? Not enough. So next is the album.
Right.
He's been working on this album, but it's a passion project.
Right.
And see, here's the problem with the music industry. At a certain point, you start getting bigger than the record label. And that kind of empowers you to want to be able to go on your own and do what you want to do, because you signed a contract that you would never talk about Jesus. You signed a contract that you would only promote drugs and all these other things. You signed a contract that you would avoid the topics that the record label is trying to dictate. And you want your freedom. You want to make your own sound. You don't want to be bound to a specific brand style. You want to go out on your own and experiment, grow. And so that was kind of the battle that Oliver Tree was facing towards the end of his career.
Artist and producer, this album I've been making around the world on all 7 continents, it's been really about treating myself as the artist and myself as a producer as separate entities, because I was the only person who wrote and produced this album, and I just did it in hotel rooms across 80 different countries, 7 continents. I went to Antarctica twice to record this. So I used my major label budget to be able to just travel and open up my traveling budgets. And then once I went through that and the album was close to finish, then I started opening up my marketing budgets, and instead of using them to film things in LA and hiring people, this or that, I just traveled and explored the world.
Yeah, you should keep exploring the world. I'm going to sip on this lizard for the second half of this. Even though his insides are cold-blooded is really like jello.
Yeah, get it closer to the mic. Turning this into an ASMR channel.
That's right. You bet you didn't expect that coming to you this Tuesday. Some lizard business. All right. But that's just the beginning. He's starting this album. He's going across the world. One of the more unique things that I wanted to point out, actually, before we get to that, look how excited he gets about this passion project. This is him running into T-Pain, and they're discussing and getting excited about this next chapter. They're DJs. They're doing the work they want to do. I don't know. If this doesn't excite you, I don't know what will.
How are you? Dressed all normal. What's up? How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you guys?
What's Casey?
Isn't it crazy that we're both DJs now?
It's pretty
We're
cool.
done with the singing thing, man.
I'm out of here. Fuck this place.
You've been getting in shape.
No.
I'm making an album in hotel rooms. I got my computer, my microphone, and a little mini keyboard, and just making music by myself.
Sounds easy.
Kind of going back to what I wanted to do in high school, like making music for me instead of trying to be like, what do you think? And what do people want to hear? It's like, what do I want to hear?
Yeah.
And if it fails, it fails, but I have no pressure.
No outside influences. You do like it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
That's
freedom.
Happy. Yeah. That's what happy is. They want to do that.
Well, I'm excited to hear stuff, brother.
You know, it's cool. Describing it as a form of freedom.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Lizard juice. Yummy.
I mean, that's more vampire territory, drinking the blood.
You know, well, that aspect's for the record label. I'm talking to them now. The vampires that run this thing.
The
Vamp
Illuminati
kids.
territory.
Not to get lost in the lizard in front of me. The sacrifice is good, but we need to truly ground ourselves in the story here. So here's just one kind of piece of that album, because the labels, the marketing of this album, they really did a good job of keeping the whole concept under lock and key. We really haven't heard any samples. We don't know many themes.
Has anything
a lot of the
released?
locations?
Has anything been like a single? Or
Well,
something?
that's so good question. Here was Oliver Tree just a few weeks ago discussing just the experience of one of his songs and how cool it is kind of putting this together. Every country brought a different, unique experience. One of the unique ones worth kind of highlighting is going to a place like Afghanistan and what it means to make music there.
Version of Deep End, some of the final tweaks of it were made in Iraq. Just insane. I'm in the hotel room where it's like, I'm like going to this hotel room. There's like armed guards with AK-47s out front of it. I'm in there cooking up. But when I went to Afghanistan, music's illegal there, and that's where I shot the album cover. And so I was respectful to say, hey, I'm not gonna record music here, but I want to work on the album here. So I shot the album cover there.
Why is music illegal there?
The Taliban outlawed it. It's Sharia law, super strict, super firm beliefs that I shouldn't really speak on this because I'm not informed enough, but my loose understanding is that no one should be on a pedestal unless it's God, So music, false prophets, idolization of these people, it leads to that. So there was a point where the Taliban burned all the instruments there.
Good
so
guys.
there is instruments that exist there, but it's really taboo. And I tried to interview people. There were musicians, couldn't find any of them. Definitely not any that could be on camera, but they do have the, I believe they're called naheeds. You're allowed to sing, but they don't call it singing. It's more of like, I guess maybe it's singing. I'm not really sure. There's no instruments involved, but they are allowed to put like explosions and like gunshot sounds and different things in the background. So like the ones some people work out to have like explosions and crazy.
Let me play you the
The
music.
harp?
You can
No.
use instruments.
TNT? Definitely.
Let me play you the music of my people.
So they probably really love AC/DC. TNT. It's dynamite. Boom.
I thought my dinosaur was cheesy. That was good.
I try.
Yeah.
So he's got this album. It's got its unique elements. But you know what? The end all be all is the record label. Even Brad Richardson in the comments is giving the record labels just a little bit too much credit or faith in their honor. But it's been a battle. It's been a battle the last month and a half. And the beauty of Oliver Tree is he kept it all kind of public.
My record label, let's talk about it. After making tens of millions of dollars over 8 years for Atlantic Records, they no longer want to support my art because I'm...
Dude, that's the whole point of the dinosaur, is that I'm not covering myself in paint, but I had to do something. That's been his shtick.
I know.
We went from a
respect.
Teletubby to Shrek to Kiss to... the dude's done everything.
Yeah. He really
And
goes all out for it.
It
too.
works.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what? When you want to do an educated dialogue like this, nobody wants to pay attention.
No.
They've already scrolled past you. But if you look like Shrek, they're like, all right, you know what? This guy seems like quite an
And the thing is I mean, you and I are in agreement. We do believe he was an industry plant to a certain degree, but he's very authentically himself. And I think that was endearing to people as well.
100%.
You know, in all these videos, it really doesn't come off as if he is a plant. It's like, oh no, this is a regular guy.
It plays in his favor when he talks like, well, yeah, this industry's got me locked, chained.
Yes.
And it's like you can be the plant if you acknowledge the elephant in the room,
Right.
which is we're all up against the same machine.
He didn't even acknowledge it. He wrote in on the elephant and said, "Yep, they gave it to me."
Yeah, right.
And I appreciate it. It's like, hey, he's not lying to me.
I agree. So again, it's hard not to give credence to these last final clips when he's talking about Atlantic Records. So let's get into it.
Not making songs for TikTok. And after dedicating my entire life to make...
So just before there, what he was saying is Atlantic Records got mad that he wasn't making records for TikTok. He wanted to make these records for himself.
No longer want to support my art because I'm not making songs for TikTok. And after dedicating my entire life to making art, I never got into this to make TikTok songs. I know the effects of TikTok. I've had multiple songs that connected there, but that's not why I got into making art. Over the last 2.5 years, I traveled 82 countries and recorded this album on all 7 continents. These are the types of projects that charge me as an artist. This is why I got into it in the first place. And just because I'm not making songs for TikTok means that the label doesn't want to support the vision. Well, guess what? I don't give a shit. And after you guys have joined together in tens of thousands and sent messages to the label, we have officially reached a negotiation over the past course of a week. My team has got the label to agree to release Love You Madly, Hate You Badly on my personal imprint, Alien Boy Records. You guys, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. This music is finally going to see daylight.
All right, so he's getting amped that because of you, your support, regardless of the battle with Atlantic Records, this passion project is going to see the light of day.
It's fun to see him actually talk about a passion project passionately, excited about it.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
Like authentically excited.
That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it. I want to just take a hit here, Brad Richardson. Plus, like the Hokit situation, they are just saying this shit for the views. They don't think normal. It's click thoughts. Only if it hits your algorithm, he says it. So, you know, it always shows up in his algorithm about record label and issues. So, with that being said, Brad Richardson, you're going to really be in store for quite a doozy of an episode, because the third section of this episode, when we get into the UFC, we've got a lot to unpack with that Hokit. Michelle Umbaba's a man. But that's just for clicks. It's not the sausage she carries around for fun. That's its own anomaly.
That's just there.
That's just there.
That's
my friend.
That's the sticky wicket.
It's a sausage party in my pants. All right. So he's at this battle, right?
Yes.
It's a passion project. Well, there's something sad, as Will points out. This is the beauty of this album, whether you like it or not, is that he liked it. He made it for himself, and that's the beauty of art, and really should be the drive and focus. I think a hard thing he had to balance or reconcile with was the fact that no one in his inner circle liked the album.
One more question. In the documentary,
Yeah, you can ask me 6 more questions.
In the documentary, your parents say there's nothing redeeming about your new album.
Yeah, my
The makeup caked on his face.
parents fucking hate
Oh,
it. And you know what the crazy
It's on his
thing
Looks
is?
like
mustache.
Shrek.
His mustache is green. I'm surprised the
No,
hair's not green.
it's the eyelashes.
Oh,
that I
and
can't
that too.
stop looking at. Caked on his eyelashes.
Oh yeah.
And the thing that's crazy is I played the album for so many different people around the world on all 7 continents. Nobody liked the album.
No way.
It was insane. The Maasai tribe hated the album. I played it for some people in Machu Picchu at a spiritual place. They did not like the album. I played it for so many different people, different walks of life, and the results were everyone hated it. But I love it. The reality is, it's for me. This one's for me.
And the reality is, it's for me. Went to my parents, they hated it. Went to a tribe in Machu Picchu, they hated it. Went across the world, no one liked it. I loved it. Atlantic Records, put them in a helicopter. So that you think, you know, he dressed up like Kiss. That's the end of it. We the people won. Oliver Tree won. We're getting the album. Well, it wasn't, but days later, he came back with another response to the public. And let's be real. When there's no makeup, business is serious.
Got word that my album is no longer coming out. Love You Madly, Hate You Badly is officially canceled, and I'm parting ways with Atlantic Records. Behind the scenes has been nothing short of a nightmare. I have no marketing budgets for music videos, no digital ad spend. Nobody really cares in the building, it seems like. I made a lot of money for Atlantic Records, and they don't seem to remember that. I have gotten no support. They forgot to ingest multiple songs into the system, which means the songs didn't come out. I had a Valentine's Day breakout song that didn't even get released because someone forgot to put it in. I don't really understand how that's possible. I've made them tens of millions of dollars, but they don't remember that. So, the music is owned by them. The remainder of the music will not be coming out. I will always continue to make music. Thank you for everyone who's supported me. I can't wait to release more music at some point at a later time, but for now, there is nothing on the horizon. I'm so sorry, and I love you guys. Thank you.
It's delicious. That's a shame.
Yeah.
That whole thing is disappointing to see. One little final clip I got for us. It's not the final clip on Oliver Tree, but at least to kind of launch, we could have some further discussions on the topic. Here's one of his interviews discussing what's going to happen to his money when he dies.
Or more, I don't believe that any of the wealth or the things that get made from it is mine. And so when I die, I've set it up. My will is when I pass, my family, no one's going to get a penny. If I have a wife or kids or anything, not getting a fucking penny. I'll get my kids through college. That's the agreement, but they're not going to be a silver spoon. They're taken care of because my dad worked on some stuff in the 2000s. You know, like the idea is when I die, all the money is going to go back to artists. So I've set up a foundation. It's called Dr. Oliver Tree's Art Grants for Baby Geniuses. And it's set up so that basically the interest generated from my music will take mostly that, but there's also room for other money because when I die, my art will continue to have residuals and probably be worth more than it is now. People will finally appreciate my stupid fucking videos and my stupid fucking songs. That's when people appreciate you when you're not there anymore. Anyways, they might not. It doesn't even make a difference. But historically speaking, artists' worth go up after they die. So the art will continue to make money no matter what. Even the most like diabolical people, their music still makes money after fucking shit.
So
and anyways, money's not going to go. What?
You want to educate
No,
the youth?
fuck no. I don't believe in money going to education. I think teachers are important, and I believe in education and learning, and I feel so blessed to be able to go to school, and that's such a privileged thing. And I've seen places where people aren't allowed to go to school, and I'm not even going to begin to say that, but I don't believe in education being spent with this money. I want it to go to the actual physical making of art. So you're not allowed to buy equipment with the money. You're not allowed to go to education and school for the money. You're allowed to physically hire people to help produce stuff. You're allowed to rent gear and equipment to make things. You're allowed to use the budget to physically produce stuff. But that's the belief for me. And I have basically a committee that I've set up when I pass on, and I plan to do it while I'm alive, where basically everyone will vote on who the money goes to each year and a few different people, and it will be in the spirit of the Oliver Tree Project. So collaborators I made music or film or art with when I was alive will get to make the decision of where the money goes.
That's amazing.
But yeah, hopefully it will last for like 100 years, and people can also donate. If you guys want to donate to Dr. Oliver Tree's Art Grants for Baby Geniuses, you can do that. But my main point is, none of this shit was mine. I didn't make any of it. It all just was in the ether, and I was just a guy who worked at 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. and happened to channel the ideas that day, and then, you know. So I can't take credit for any of it.
It's a beautiful thing.
The last bite, I couldn't even pretend to eat this thing anymore. So it is interesting. They talked about, Oliver Tree, artist's music is worth after they pass. It's cool to see what his plans are for his money after his passing to build a foundation that supports starving artists. What's the attribute that is always associated with artists? You're going to alleviate the starving artist aspect to hopefully flourish creation and just development in an art form that is drying up and being is being switched with artificial intelligence. That being considered, let's remember, there is a list of artists who have passed after leaving Atlantic Records and going independent. Lil Peep, Mac Miller,
I was going to say Mac
Juice
is up
World.
there.
I don't know who Aaliyah is, and now Oliver Tree. So I don't know. Atlantic Records tweets out, "We're shocked and saddened by Oliver's untimely passing. He was a remarkable talent." Gives a little spiel. But boy, are they rolling in the dough right now.
Oh, yeah.
And we're supposed to ignore those things. I just believe, yeah. Now let's get into the whole thing.
Well, real quick, he kind of said it though. Like it's when you're gone that your music's appreciated and everything. So yeah,
right.
Like they're definitely rolling in bank because like Michael Jackson's music, man. Oh my God, the prices used to be 99 cents for something on iTunes. I remember at the time, and then it jumped to like $3.99 for like the
What's up,
same
Lucas?
thing on iTunes. And
No, you're
like
right.
2,000 some money.
But even beyond that, Doug, there's a Y in the road. This is either a total freak tragedy that happened in Brazil, and helicopters are easily something that this type of tragedy can happen with. It happens a lot with celebrities, but that's also part of the reason why it happens a lot with celebrities is because that's an easy tragedy to create or manufacture. I did some learning that what makes a helicopter so dangerous compared to just plane travel and even more so commercial air travel is if you were to fly a plane, planes operate off of computer systems that gauge all those things, altitude and right. But even just nose like degree to the degree at which you're headed
still leveled.
Right. All those considerations can be assisted with computer systems. For a helicopter to have those computer systems, it would defeat the entire purpose of a helicopter, which is essentially to be able to lift off and land in any location.
Right.
For those computer systems to work, I guess you need to have predetermined landing destinations and routes. And that's like the antithesis to what a helicopter is. Yeah. And that's the antithesis to what a helicopter is. What were you saying, Doug?
No, and just like it's heavy weight too for a helicopter to have on it too, like that equipment.
Not to mention, if engines fail, powers fail with a plane, you still got wings.
Right.
And you can glide your way down. Where a helicopter, there's nothing keeping you up anymore. So this is either a total freak accident, which I'm not shying away from its possibility, or you've got an industry plant that spent his entire career hyping up falling, dying in a helicopter, jumping to his blades of glory. I almost included in today's episode, but there was somebody on Brazil's local TV that had said they saw somebody jump from one of the helicopters. So that even feeds more into the romanticism of how he wanted to go out. And I'm not going to shy away from who knows what dreams or visions he had that were kind of promulgating that in his consciousness. But on the flip side of things, I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm not saying this is what happened. What I am saying is it is not impossible. It is within the realm of possibility that you've got an industry plant that has been giving us breadcrumbs to how this story ends the whole time. And he could be on an island somewhere racking in cash. And the only thing that really died was the identity of Oliver Tree. Regardless, we'll never know. But the one thing that always kind of felt weird the last couple days is that he's been a character that has been telling us this all along. And I'm supposed to just pretend it's all a coincidence.
I mean, true, but I could say the same about Mac Miller as well.
Same.
You know what I mean? So
I'm not shying away from that either.
Right.
Look at who his girlfriend is, what she became, his girlfriend at that time, what she became, and I'm sure he didn't shy away from all the walls.
Right.
I think he liked making out with a wall. One in particular.
Mm-hmm.
That was I just I can't shy. But I also see that is the unrealistic, schizophrenic. I can't say I believe it. I just don't doubt it.
Yeah, it's a hard one to even kind of discuss
Right.
because it is such a real way to go.
Mm.
We've had it happen in the past. I mean, Kobe Bryant famously was the most, I would say, the last decade to go out like that. It's just more, how do two of them collide?
Yeah, apparently it was, we're getting conflicting stories. Majority of the narrative is saying that it was air traffic control as always. Well, what's up, Doug?
No, I was just gonna say this is the way what I had heard, and again, I don't know if this is true, but it's similar to almost that thing in DC where the military helicopter clashed with the plane. They don't have the same radar and avoidance system that these planes have.
I can
And
believe
so
it.
it's more likely for them to be able to collide if air traffic control isn't like on top of it. And so the helicopter didn't have the same equipment and it collided with that plane in DC. So that I had heard it was a similar type of thing, and that like Alex was just literally saying air traffic control. That's what I had heard.
And I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it because that was all of 2025. And, with the way the industry has been incapable of developing sophistication within their workforce, we're nowhere further ahead in 2026 where we were in 2024 and 2025. That tells you this problem ain't getting fixed quickly either.
No.
And that means these types of incidences aren't over.
No.
So obviously this is a severe tragedy and we all kind of mourn the moment. And regardless of what you think, I think we all share a condolence with it.
Well, it's rest in peace to a very authentic, genuine industry plant.
Yeah. Perfectly said.
Don't get many of those. Probably won't see another one for a long time. You're definitely not getting it out of Sabrina Carpenter. You know what I mean? Like that's
my aunt's Bart Simpson.
That's the one thing I appreciated with this kid. I say kid, he's my age, but it's
Just
one of
crazy.
those. Yeah, it's one of those things where he always came off super genuine, even if it was a bit. Even if he was playing a bit, it really felt like it was still just him having fun. So, R.I.P. Condolences to his friends, his family. Gone way too soon.
Ending on somewhat of a, it is still sad, but a heartwarming moment. Here's one of the last clips of Oliver Tree alive. A fan caught him on the streets of Brazil. And to Will's point exactly, this is what shows you the genuineness, the realness behind this guy. On and on and on and on and on and on. I mean,
it seemed like a good guy.
Start to finish, it was always fun.
Yeah.
He was in it for fun, and he was in it for making other people have fun. It was all enjoyment.
Kind of reminds us of a friend of ours that went too young.
Right. It is a shame. It is a shame.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the spirit of those that do. But a transitionary period or video as we get into the circus now, circus half of our episode, as we talk FIFA, maybe a little bit of the Knicks, and then ending on the UFC. I got a clip from, a studio favorite, a friend of the show. Byron the Magnificent has a song for this moment, and I think Oliver Tree would also appreciate it.
The Aaron Carter, Oliver Tree. Like to see him try to Aaron Carter me. But it's against the satanic code. 'Cause I didn't sign the contract they wrote. That's why I'm singing across the land. Michelle Obama is a man.
Oliver Tree would have saw that and reposted it.
Oh, fact.
He'd been like,
they did Aaron Carter me. I think Byron closed the Oliver Tree chapter for us quite well.
Appreciate you, Byron.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Byron. So, that being said, just a little zhuzh of the Knicks before we get into full blow of our peanuts and circus. So that the shitty Knicks won the NBA championship to all of the country's chagrin as New York literally burns. The beauty of the really, really American-packed weekend we had is after the disgusting episode we had last week of all the corners of our country burning, I flirted with the idea of like, next episode, we're going to really get into Carmelo Anthony and everything else. And it's like, nah. Not at all this episode, but we are going to get into a little bit of the burning, which is none of the other stuff. Not Belfast, not Carmelo, different basketball player, actually. We're talking about the Knicks. And New York does as New York does, and they were trying to burn down their city. And I thought it was a noteworthy clip as just a New York Good Samaritan tries to protect his city.
Get this guy. Get it. Get it. Come on. That guy had to go to that part.
It's our city. What y'all doing? What we gotta do this? It's our city. It's our city. It's our city.
At least one person's thinking about it, right?
Seriously.
We pay these taxes.
I'm so glad.
And then that whole crowd's like, man, none of us paying taxes.
I so appreciate Cleveland not doing that when we won it, finally.
No, I do have to acknowledge Cleveland had the right strategy.
Right.
Was they sacrificed one cop car. They just put it in the center of the town, put all of the news cars around it, filming the car, and we're like, have at it. and it's me and a bunch of friends. We're all like, yeah, this is fun. And then we're like, hey, where's Foster? And then he's jumping on the back, busting the back window. We're like, oh my God.
My favorite was fire trucks in there to prevent, accidents. Climbed on and peacefully climbed on. People chanting, having fun. Cops and firemen standing around celebrating with everybody.
Yeah.
No destruction of that fire truck, but people got to celebrate on it.
Yeah.
That's Cleveland, baby.
We handled it classy.
Nothing but. So, just a little bit of the Knicks stuff that I wanted to touch upon.
Very dominant.
Yeah, sure.
Run for the championship.
So we talked about the Good Samaritan. We got to go to a studio favorite. We got a couple of him in today's episode, but to a friend of the studio, Rethink Tank favorite, we got Jack Mack bringing to light some of the hellscape that is dating in New York City. You could be famous like Jack Mack, have millions of followers, be Dave Portnoy's back pocket buddy, and still you're always going to get trumped. There's always someone better on Hinge.
Quickly sum up how great it is to date in New York City. 1 week you can go on a date with a girl. It goes great. All the indications of a great date are there. Then the next week you go on Instagram, you see she posted on her story. You're like, oh, what is this? And she's sitting 3 rows back at the NBA Finals, Game 4, probably a $50,000 ticket. You swipe up and say, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. And she responds, I don't know, a Hinge date or something. A Hinge date? A Hinge date. Now, I get it. There's a chance she's playing me. But a Hinge date for Game 4? Nice. That's the competition here. Let's just say me covering the bill, was it like, that doesn't compare to Knicks Game 4 tickets, $75,000 tickets. Let's just say the little followers on TikTok, they don't go as far as Game 4 tickets. But here's the thing, the Knicks are down 30. That's what I'm telling myself.
It don't matter how many followers I got on TikTok. I can't buy $50,000 tickets to a Knicks game. Yeah, brother. You know, they keep saying there's always more fish in the sea. you definitely don't want to be swimming in the New York pond. That shit's deep, and you're either the big fish or you're getting eaten by them.
Yeah. Or you're trying to knock over a bus stop.
We don't pay taxes. Taxes? What are you talking about taxes? That being said, closing out the Knicks situation here, I really got a question for the folks at home and maybe even the guys here in the studio. The inquiry is there such thing as higher than OG on Good Morning America?
About the difference Coach Brown made and how he brought you all together.
I'll answer it. He's been great. He's been great. Mike's been great. And what he's been awesome at doing is, too, is listening to us and just hearing us out and adjusting the game.
Didn't even respond. They literally asked him.
Talk about the difference Coach Brown made and how he brought you all together.
Doesn't move. They're all looking at him.
I'll answer it.
He just, the OG.
Is he alive? Someone poke the guy, make sure.
It makes you wonder, did his MK Ultra break? Like, what the heck happened there?
I think you just can't believe he heard that.
I love it. I love it.
More like, thank you.
All right, let's get into some world fun. We're going FIFA. It brings not only the world together, it brings the family together. This is a family event. You know, the family loves getting together. They get in the house. We're gonna watch what game's on. You know, it's Italy versus so. We got a new game every day.
It's like 3 games a day.
Literally never ending excitement. But, you know, bringing the family together can have its downsides. You've got your asterisks, and Gramps might have gotten sold out a little bit in front of the whole family.
What am I about to say?
The 80-year-old grandpa has been seen. All his saved. Grandpa, wait, hold on. Watch it pan over to Grandpa. He's like, oh, shit, this off. Sky Cinema.
No.
He's scrambling with that remote, dude.
Oh my God. Grandpa, no.
He's like, it's not me.
He's not.
I didn't put this star next to that.
You know he's sitting there the whole time like, Betty doesn't even know these channels exist.
Oh, man. Just to watch your team get cooked in a 0-0 draw we were supposed to score in.
Your country's not even playing, and you're like, hey, but the holes are.
He looks at that one in the top left. Oh, that's a good one.
Now, speaking of funny scandals, this one's deep. This is heavy hitting. More racism, because it's never ending. Tell me what you think. What should we do to this referee? Where do we tie him up, and what do we tie him up by?
Melbourne referee working at the World Cup is in hot water after what was seen
hot water
as a hate gesture before the match between Germany and Curacao. You can see it there. See that hand gesture right there by the Australian referee. A shot of the video assistant referee shows Sean Evans making an upside-down OK sign, which has been linked with white supremacy. FIFA's discrimination monitor is calling for Evans to be removed from the World
Cup. Quarter that man. Hanging and quarter that man.
Clearly, this official should have no further role to play in this World Cup, also describing the gesture as neo-Nazi. Now, just quickly too, because we've been getting a lot of feedback on the text line, apparently this gesture, and I don't want to make light of it, but has been associated in a schoolyard game that's played by kids called the circle game, where you get punched, I guess you could say, if another person makes that gesture and you look at it.
So you punch into
This is actual news.
Oh, dude. And I just love that, like, not trying to make light of it, but there's a kid's game. Bitch, that's the only world this exists. I've never taken from one of the whites. I've never seen anybody use this other than below their waistband, which means I get to punch you. That's how this works. Did you see it down here? I get to punch you. Not trying to make light of it. Bitch, that's the only use of it ever.
He genuinely thought he just got everyone on the world. They're like, you're fired, actually.
Exactly. You know that's it. I'm going to get the wild. I get to punch everybody. And he's like, no, you're a Nazi.
You know, he gets that text from HR.
You either let us cut off your thumb or you're never playing soccer again.
How am I going to hold my bottle of water without a thumb?
Be his point as a grown adult to be doing that. It's very hard to go to
What is the point of a grown adult?
Act appalled.
We're boys.
Please act appalled now.
Yeah, I don't understand why a grown adult would do that. I don't know, because we're never going to grow up.
Because boys
I am going to be doing that forever.
Yeah.
He would have been better off farting.
I am for sure doing this to Kemp this weekend, just on principle. Just so I could go, hey, some blonde Brit didn't think I would at 32. Take a look down here. Poof.
Hey, Alex, I really hope a photographer captures that moment.
Hey, camera guy, look over here. Cha-ching. No longer clerk of court.
Chigga, I'm out of here.
Then Ed and Peggy Gallic. Scandal in Cleveland. A racist clerk of court.
Meanwhile, I'm in your office laughing.
You're like,
isn't it?
Yeah.
You almost need to get more evidence there. Has he ever posted
We need
anything
more
on social
evidence.
media and so on?
Requires
Whether
further
that-
investigation.
Yeah, whether that was intentional.
we need more context, more posts. Yeah, I would say this. If he shared the Hulk clip, you might have something.
That guy's not out of a job.
No.
That guy got a new fight.
And now that we got all this, because, scandals are hot and heavy.
Yeah.
Now that we got all the spicy, savage drama, the scandals of FIFA behind us, let's truly indulge in what is making this world spectacle a fun wonder.
Yes.
First, let's get to studio favorite Jack Mack as he's reporting the Europeans' response to SEC football stadiums.
Watching in real time Europeans being American pilled by going to soccer games at SEC football stadiums, and it's magical. We have this guy at FreddyLA7 on Twitter, great follow. He's German. He went to the Argentina-Iceland game tonight at Auburn. Said this about Jordan Hare. This is the craziest stadium I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot. Oh, brother, we got about 30 of these. They did the light show as well, probably at halftime. The man was in awe. Brother, this is a Saturday game on SEC Network. Not even a top tier game. Auburn also did their tradition before this game with their eagle. And there's an eagle flying around the stadium. It was in awe, and I don't blame them. I was thinking during this, they should have just done the World Cup at SEC football stadiums. I get it. They wanted to spread it out throughout the country, not just down south. But they should have. This World Cup, I'm so excited for. We are going to get things that we never thought were possible. Look at this behind me. A half Argentina, half Auburn.
Yeah. Half Argentina, half Auburn.
Auburn jersey. Worn on the plains of Jordan Hare. On the plains. That is, I would wear that. I didn't go to Auburn. I'm not Argentinian. But I support both of them. I'll support both. While Messi's playing on the plains of Jordan. Beautiful.
I do love that.
Oh, no, it's great.
I do love
it's
that.
It's great fun.
Welcome to Georgia.
Yeah.
SEC ball. But there's plenty of other ball around America. I can't wait. And that's the beauty of what we're going to get into now. Doug was hyping up before the show how his favorite part that came from this FIFA tournament is the world tourist visitors that are indulging in American experiences. Really the food, but there's more to it than just the food. But most of the clip entertainment has been foreigners just getting floored by American food. And very quickly, they're seeing why we're a bunch of Wall-E people who can't walk but are 500 pounds. All of them are like, man, if I lived here, it's like, yeah, the poison's addictive over here, isn't it? It's damn good. It's damn good poison.
Especially those McDonald's fries.
That's right. Well, and that's what's funny is how psyched they're getting over McDonald's. I don't have any of those in today's show, but there are a lot. And what's funny is they're all coming from countries that also have McDonald's. They just haven't had poisonous McDonald's.
But dude, that's the beauty of McDonald's. Though you go to another country, you'll
And it's
find
totally
McDonald's,
different.
but it's completely different, dude. It's crazy how much different and better, in my opinion. It
is better. So that's why when they come here, you're like, you like this is intriguing.
This is the original.
Your McDonald's better.
This is the original Coca-Cola. Yes.
And they look at you. It tastes better. Yeah, we've heard that. We've heard that.
It's not even the original.
Yeah, we know, Normie. Drink it.
So here's here's a group of English folks trying Philly cheesesteaks fresh out of Philadelphia.
Good.
Right. Is fucking nuts. I gotta be, neither the Canadian nor the English brain can comprehend this at this moment in time. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Dude, he squeezes it like I've seen that a million times in my life. Like that was such a regular.
I got it at a food truck at a bar the other week. Not even in Philly.
I
It was
remember
amazing.
my first Philly cheesesteak.
I got it in a lost town in Ohio.
Cheers to Philly.
You should show him the Euro stand outside Dive Bar. Probably blow his mind.
Holy shit.
Nothing like a good.
You ever get an
Charlie's.
Arab from an Indian
sandwich
on
was made by the
Cleveland
Lord
Street?
Oh my god, this is amazing. I thought I was gonna come on this and like maybe like glaze a little bit, whatever.
You never eaten anything like it.
This is one of the best things I've ever had in my life.
This is funny.
That's good.
I mean, that looks like
This is
mall
massive,
quality.
massive. If you're eating this whole thing, you're gonna be on the shitter for a week.
All we do is eat the whole thing.
What are you talking about, man?
Del
Get your
Rossi in
numbers up.
downtown Philly. I don't know what we're doing wrong in Toronto, but my goodness, you've done something right.
I just love that right before he's like, I'm gonna shit for a
If you're
week.
gonna get one, share it with somebody else. So
If you're gonna get one, share with somebody else. No. Welcome to American portions, my friend.
Or leftovers. Everybody loves leftovers.
Yes, Doug does leftover. Doug doesn't know how to cook, so he lives for that.
I live for leftovers.
So, beyond the English folks traveling outside the stadium to explore the greatness, the fruits of Philadelphia.
Fruits of the labor.
It was funny. Here's a influencer who took cheesesteaks to the Brazilians at the soccer game in Philadelphia. And once again, a culture that gets wowed.
You know what a Philly cheesesteak is? No, what is? Philly cheesesteak is like a sandwich that they make here in Philadelphia. It's really good. Here. What do you think of the sandwich? So delicious, man. Tomorrow in South Philly, we got two powerhouse Brazilian clubs facing off. Who wants to try a cheesesteak?
Man, I would come back to America just to eat this, man. Sandwiching the life.
That's why some of us stay.
You don't have a choice to leave.
I was given this jersey to give out to one of these Brazilian fans. It's signed by the entire Palmeiras club. You can name all the players?
Yes, of course.
Name them.
Everton, Estevão,
Marcos Rocha, Mike, Jai, Murilo, Piquerez. Every single player on Palmeiras signed this.
Oh my God.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, if you know all the players on the team.
Of course I want.
I love that the FIFA Club World Cup came to Philly. We got people all over the world coming to this city. And I love the culture and the energy you guys bring.
That was cool.
The connections he must have had to get that signed by everybody.
The power of being an influencer. It's amazing. Here's a Brit trying Chick-fil-A. That was another one. Beyond McDonald's, Chick-fil-A was really wowing the folks.
I wonder if they know it's not open on Sunday.
They gonna learn. They learned this past
First
weekend.
Sunday, they're like, we're going back.
We did it. We're doing it again.
Oh my God,
And
there's
then
no
I
one
just
here.
hope
We're gonna
there's-
get in and out.
I hope there's a homeless guy sitting out front going, first time on a Sunday.
Ew, even I don't do that.
America for the World Cup and trying Chick-fil-A for the first time. We've got a spicy chicken burger, fried potatoes, and a Coke Zero.
Don't
Let's
make
dig in,
bad
shall
yet.
we? Oh my days. Get in! That's a proper chicken burger, isn't it? Fried potato. Mate, you're joking. You're joking, mate. That's nice. I like that. Let's wash it down with some Coke Zero. Oh, it's like jet fuel, isn't it? It burns, and I love it. Chick-fil-A breakfast, that's a 10 out of 10. I'm going back to get me free.
I'm gonna get me free ball. You know what's funny is how like Chick-fil-A of our fast foods, that is the most like,
oh yeah, we put it on a pedestal.
yeah, well, and it will grip you.
Yes.
But it's also the most poisonous.
Probably.
But also we keep going back because we don't care. Here's an Italian man discovering an American medium.
I ask a medium size. Ma che medium? Madonna, my entire family can drink from here for 1 month. So this is a medium size? Yeah. Madonna.
You know they're all going home and thinking their countries are all poor now.
And it's really ours is just killing us.
But there is no sense. You have the free refill. You know how many calories is this? How many?
I'm disappointed. It sounds as low as it is.
It's all right. You can see it from his eyebrows.
His sugar is good for sure.
It's sugar.
His whole thing was like, why pay for this size when you can get a free refill?
Right.
And the guy's just like, because you can take it with you.
Now you take it. Die, bro.
I love that.
You know, these Aussies are taking a little bit more to go than just the Chipotle. But they this one I relate to. They want to make a daily routine out of Chipotle.
Right now, if we had Chipotle in Australia,
They got a lot more to go than just the
Wait, do they not have Chipotle in Australia?
It is so good. Guys, Guzman needs to take
I don't know.
notes. Like,
Next time I'm there, I'll check it out.
take notes. Like, what is in
Wait.
this?
Did you hear that?
Take notes. Like,
Whatever their Mexican burrito place is.
single day. It is so good. Guys, Guzman needs to take notes. Like,
They need to take notes. They need to take notes. This is the good stuff. Take notes. I'm taking lots of notes. 2 notes in specific. 2 big notes. I'm taking them right now.
That's probably our healthiest fast food.
There's a lot of healthy things on the screen right now, Doug.
Mad Max needs to take notes. Like, what is in this? Crack. Crack. Crack.
Jack Mac, how are the Japanese? How are the Japanese like in Texas Roadhouse? Texas steak.
We get a new generational World Cup clip every day. This time, these Japanese fans in Texas.
Where's everyone from?
Japan!
America, Texas.
Texas is good.
Let me be clear. The Japanese are my favorite guest of this moment.
Yes.
I don't think we could roll out a bigger red carpet for these people. And I think that's what's making this segment right here the most enjoyable. What were you going to say, Doug, before I continue?
I was going to ask, is it because they're the only fans in the world that would clean up a stadium?
Yeah, did you see that? They
Yeah.
all cleaned up the stadium, mainly because beyond just that, that's a microcosm to the bigger point, which the bigger point being they're the most civilized humans on the planet. So I actually cannot roll out the red carpet more for this sophisticated culture. So let's indulge.
Everything is big.
It's a beak.
Whoever said the World Cup wasn't going to be good in America, I had my own concerns, so this is almost me calling myself out. We were so wrong. This is amazing. By the way, the Japanese in Texas keep getting full off of chips and salsa they get for free, so this guy had to like almost release a statement saying stay away from the free chips and salsa. I stopped the waiter. We have not earned these. We had not yet ordered anything and the food was already arriving. Chips, salsa.
Wait. Welcome to the American way. We've earned nothing. We've earned none of our stuff. Not basket 1 or 3 of chips, let alone the paved roads.
Requested free. This guy and others in Japan are just getting defeated by chips and salsa. They're not hungry by the time the food gets there. I was not hungry. I was not comfortable. I'd been defeated by a courtesy. I know the rule now. I have made my peace with the basket. 1 basket, 2 at the most. And we have another month of this. Another month.
I've made my peace with the rule of the chip basket. 1, 2 at the most. But it's not just our chip baskets that go big here in America. Beyond Jack Mac reporting the Japanese experience, watching these Japanese folks indulge in Texas cuisine highlighted the
Steak, hamburger, and Caesar salad. so good. Teddy Brock's barbecue.
How was it?
Oh, very nice. A steak and that Mexican.
Mexican.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, Dad.
Eat
Yeah.
steak. Of course, steak.
Of
Texas
course.
barbecue.
I ate beer and barbecue. Yeah, that very delicious. Expecting the lot of big food like barbecues with burgers. So the all things in Texas. So I'm so happy to eat everything. Yeah.
They're so polite too.
They're so polite. It's almost adorable.
To be honest, anytime you go anywhere new, you do want to try places that, but like you guys both said, nicest description of a place's food. It's just very nice, very nice. You know, very,
Very
Borat,
nice.
but like he means
Very
it.
Borat.
But he means it.
Oh yeah, no, they're very genuinely, authentically enjoying every bit of their stay.
But not only did the chips defeat them, something that's been defeating these Europeans is, well, really not even that. Just one English person's take on our bread, like the free bread, the bread baskets. It is American. It's very American. So here is Kendall Kuiper reporting it.
A video of a Brit at Texas Roadhouse, and he was like, "What do you mean that the Americans don't have free health care, but they can bring out the free rolls every 5 seconds as soon as the basket gets low?"
He clocked us while eating more bread.
He didn't even finish the first basket. Another one was on his way, and he's like, "But if I needed a colonoscopy, I'd be screwed." So it isn't just the food that's fascinating all of these foreigners. Another element that has them quite excited is the school buses.
So I'm in America, yeah? Guys, the yellow school buses are real. My whole life I thought it was just cartoons or the telly that would show these yellow school buses, and I was like, it's not real. It's just for the telly.
Her eyes are still bugging out of her head. She can't believe what she saw.
Blimey, it's real. My family don't believe me. I'm gonna catch
It's
me a
maybe your
picture
star.
tomorrow so I can show them.
Blimey!
I don't get it. Why is that so? Wouldn't you want a vault? So like, here's the reverse, I guess. They must have normal school buses or like walk, but like their police cars look like clown cars. Our police cars blend in, but our school buses stick out. Honestly, I'd rather the school buses stick out. You know, I don't want that getting hit. Let's be real.
Our police cars were Dodge Rams at one point.
Dude, Miami had a Mustang fleet of cop cars.
Yeah. Like these people have never experienced anything like this in their life.
The yellow school bus. I thought it was a cartoon.
And I
just
thought
thought it was a
their cop
He thinks
cars-
America is one giant cartoon.
Yeah, I know. I thought their cop cars didn't really look the way they did till I went to Europe, and you go, "Oh, they really do look."
Yeah, it also helps that we indulge or consume none of their entertainment.
Right.
So we're all sitting here going, we have no idea what they portray your buses as because we don't.
If I went to Birmingham and be like, "Where's the horse and buggy?" I watch Peaky Blinders. That's all I got.
Exactly. They'd be like, "It's right here. We haven't gone a day.
As it comes walking around.
We
the
haven't
corner.
evolved a day past 1,000 years ago."
They give me a pint and I look at it and I'm like, sir, I'm an alcoholic, not a Barbie doll. Can we like up the ante with this thing?
The funniest of them all, yes, it's the food. Even the school buses are unique. But the fact that a Walmart is a museum to these people, now that is culture.
So, we are back in Walmart. This is the biggest tourist
He's wearing
attraction
a Harley
I can have as a
Davidson shirt.
European.
American colors, by the way. Winged
Which you
out
probably
like
bought
the
from
flag.
Walmart.
100%. He's like, I got this yesterday at Walmart. We're walking it
I got
again.
this for yesterday at Walmart. $15.
Dude, it's the pan. He's like, it's just influencer like, all right, we're about to do the big thing. We're going to Walmart.
So, we are back in Walmart.
They have a gulag in the back with Pokemon cards.
This is the biggest tourist attraction I can have as a European. It's like a museum, literally like a museum. So, let's go inside.
Please, real
As
quick.
you can see.
Different views on a vacation, all right? I would never go to a local grocery store in Europe thinking this is going to be a highlight. I'm going to record it. Just saying. Total cultural difference.
And yet they're loving it. They're loving it.
Walmart, it's huge. It's so huge. Yeah, I've been lost here once. So I was just walking around the whole Walmart and I lost myself because it's so huge. You can't compare this to Europe.
No, to be fair, I lose myself in Walmart too. It's a little big. I mean, to be fair, yeah.
Doug, Mom!
Where are you, Mom?
1.26 kilos.
And to us, totally normal.
Totally. Put that baby in the oven.
The most beautiful part is watching them see the absurdity of our culture. Like, what the fuck? We're like,
He grabs that
that's a
thing.
Friday pie.
He grabs that thing, and I want to grab it from him. Be like, dude, Big Ten's on in like 2 hours. I gotta get this home and put it on. I got people going over.
Didn't you just left the SEC stadium? What do you think we
How
do this for?
How do you think we feed everybody that's about to go in there?
Pizza. Look for some bread, for some real bread.
Look at its
How
cardboard.
many ingredients?
I love that.
Yeah.
The ingredients. How many ingredients? Oh my. This is bigger than my future. BBC, how you call it, huh? I mean, look at this. Huh? You can beat someone up with this piece of meat.
We
Here
do.
go for our Hispanics here, huh? Un pediquito de Mexico. Yes, product of Mexico, I guess.
Very good.
Good guess.
I got there. Oh, please go to the Ben and Jerry's section.
1.89 liters.
I mean, that stays frozen. I mean, that come on, you keep that for a while.
He's judging you, Doug.
He's judging.
Yeah.
He's
I
completely
mean,
judging.
that ground beef, you know, you can only keep that for so long. Ice cream, that'll keep forever, man. Just keep it in your freezer.
I think it's more of the size, Doug.
Yeah, keep it in your freezer. Welcome to America, bitch.
All right.
Oh, but I heard that's the best ice cream in the United States. I've never tried it though. I mean, I can't decide myself. I can't do this.
He's laughing at pickles, dude.
Yeah, we do love our pickles.
8 liters of pickles. Even all of it.
Mayo.
Ranch?
3.7.
You ever been on vacation and get excited over the container size of mayo? Yeah. Welcome from under the rock.
Mate, yeah, a whole gallon. Holy gallon. A whole gallon. Oh, cream?
It's just like the fluff.
The fluff? The fluff?
This is why. This is why, though, when people complain about this country and people look at them and say, then just leave, and they don't.
This
'Cause
is
it's like,
why.
yeah. Look at how many amenities. Yes, we all know the problems with it. It's all there. Look at all the stuff. And then they come over here and they're like, there's so much stuff. Oh my God.
Well, it's a dilemma we face on this show all the time. We always ask ourselves when we report all the problems, where else do we go? Nowhere.
Exactly.
It's like, this is the only place to be. Let's make this place better.
If there's one thing this World Cup has taught me is these other countries come here for as much as people in this country, ourselves included, take turns
or take it for granted.
Take it for granted, knock piss out of it, whatever. They come over here and they think, oh my God, this is the holy grail of like just amenities to provide on a daily basis.
Well, and again, as far as tastes and everything,
Yes.
like what's a comment you've thrown at me a lot? You go to Europe and you don't like it.
Right.
Well, the last few places like Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, those aren't really foodie places.
Right.
And it is unique how much like the experience revolves around food. I'd go to Italy over Kansas 10 times over.
Correct.
So it really depends on where you're going. But dude, it is one of those like nowhere are you getting that culinary experience compared to, like, yeah, dude, the food is cleaner, and when it's made well, it's damn good. And I'm not taking away from good food in Europe or across the world, but it's when they come here and we pay taxes to an FDA that pisses in our cereal. So, like, yeah, we have a government entity that looks out for us that does literally nothing.
Right.
So then when they get a cheeseburger that's nothing but fake chemicals and bullshit, they're like, oh my God, have you tried this rat poison? We're like, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, we are like,
I have type 2 diabetes because of it, but it was good, right?
it was amazing. I'm going back tomorrow.
And it's just funny watching them, like, he goes, look at all the list of ingredients. And it's like, yeah, you never thought hydrochloroxylite was going to be that damn good, but it is. It is. And it keeps you coming back for more. Or the Doritos bag. You know, he goes, oh my God, family Doritos bag. Who eats this much? Then he eats one that chemically changes his gut biome to where he needs more and can't get full. Magically, the super skinny European in his Hilton hotel blows through a family bag of Doritos and is like, holy shit, how'd I do that?
Oh man, I wish there was some way, and I'm sure there will be a study that they'll put out there and be like, and say people visiting for the World Cup gained on average this much weight in the time that they were here.
I hope that's recorded.
I would love to know.
I'd be curious. I don't know how they would do that, but I'm sure
they take your passport, step on the scale.
They'd have to ask people how, like, what do you weigh now versus your trip?
Right.
And people would have to honestly answer. So we'll never get a real answer.
Well, of course. Of course.
No,
but to your point, it'd be
interesting.
fun to know.
Yeah.
Doug, what else were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, like, with all these videos, dude, one of the main things I remember from Europe is you don't tip at restaurants. And as an American, that is a very
I'm sure they're
hard
getting irritated by that
habit.
learning curve.
Yeah. So
20% everywhere I go?
Yeah.
And the bitch still browbeats me as I'm leaving?
Not to mention, then they're probably also running into our American credit card fees that are popping up again. It used to be a rare thing. Now they're everywhere.
I was about to say, Doug, I hate to break your heart, but Chase and MasterCard own them just as much as they own us. It's the same credit card.
Yeah, but it's based on the places. The credit card fees have come back in America over the last few years.
Oh, bigly.
You know, they were gone. They were going away. We were moving to that. Everybody used digital, and now we're getting back to where if you pay cash, there's a discount.
Sure, but I think
nonetheless, though, the tipping part, though, like, that was a shock for me. I'm hoping you maybe have some videos or reactions on tipping. Like, what? Americans don't pay their waiting staff enough to make a livable wage? You know,
I'm sure those are coming.
I'm sure those are coming, but I'm also sure that the people that traveled here understood they were going to be spending a hefty price.
Yeah, I think the ones that are here for a FIFA game have
taken
accepted
into
the
account
expense.
the expensive food.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's finish up our museum tour of Walmart.
The fluff, that was a fluff. Yeah. Is it fluff? You can put this on. Yeah. Oh, you've tried it already? No. Oh, you've heard it, huh? Here we go. Have you ever seen 3 liters in Europe? 3 liters. 3. No, 3. American. 3. Huh?
We have 3 liters.
There we go. I know Arizona tea. We got this in Europe, but 1 gallon. Never saw a gallon in Europe. 60.
What is this? Eggs?
60 eggs. 60. I wish we would have this in Europe. 60 eggs.
That's where our egg shortage is going.
Milk.
That's so normal.
That's so normal. 1 gallon of milk. Have you ever seen this in Europe? No.
Seriously? That's why it's our cow farts that are killing the environment.
Just reminds me of that scene in Succession when Logan Roy's how much is a gallon of milk, and they have no idea how much it is, but how common it is for us. It's
right.
like, yeah, I can name it.
Which is so funny. It's like all we had was a gallon of milk in the fridge.
Always.
What are you guys sharing a little carton?
I know.
Hey.
I still have the milkman.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
That is wonderful. They've got jobs for everybody over there. That AI does that for us.
Yeah,
It's an Amazon drone.
But Alex, yeah, we still have one state that requires an attendant to pump your gas. Let's remember that. In a modern age, we still have a state that requires you to not pump your own gas.
One single state out of 50. Do you know statistics?
And that state is small.
Yeah, so you're
Damn New
using that
Jersey.
as a definitive line for
No, I'm just saying we're not all that great. We're crazy motherfuckers.
I think every part of
All
these
right.
videos have shown us that we are that great.
Quite literally. Quite literally. I'm like close to muting Doug's mic. So, concluding the whole FIFA concept is an inquiry that us Americans love playing with because we know the facts and Europe tries to, or Europe, the world tries to argue otherwise. But the question begs, if America's focused sport was soccer, would we dominate?
Americans love to say that if our best athletes weren't in the NFL, we'd win the World Cup every year.
If your best players played soccer, if your best athletes played soccer.
No chance. No chance. No chance.
No.
I won't even entertain it.
I love you, Thierry Henry, but you're just wrong about this one. If America's best athletes played soccer, we absolutely would be the best team in the world, and we would be favorites to win the World Cup almost every World Cup cycle. And here's why. We have a few major requirements to make a good soccer team. The first one, have a very large athletic talent pool. The United States has 340 million people. We have the third largest athletic.
Mind you, this is just the homeless guy off the street with a ball.
This guy won't even make the squad.
Imagine if we had LeBron doing this, but this is the homeless guy's got some tricks for you.
Talent pool in the world, only behind India and China, which are also not soccer nations. Number two, you need to have a lot of financial investment into sport. No country in the world invests in sports more than the United States of America. And number three, the sport has to have mainstream popularity. And this is the one area where USA does not do its part. Because soccer in America historically has been our fourth or fifth most popular sport. So most of our best athletes are not playing soccer. They're playing football, basketball, or baseball. However, we do have a data point that shows what happens if we did have our best athletes playing soccer. Women's soccer. USA women's national team is the best women's international team in the world. 4 World Cups, 5 gold medals, and it's just gonna keep coming. Soccer is probably the second choice sport for women in America.
Second.
So looking at
Not even
that,
number one.
knowing what happens when our best athletes play soccer on the women's side, if that were to happen on the men's side, yeah, I'm sorry, Thierry Henry. USA would win the World Cup multiple times and be the best national team in the world.
I gotta say, I agree with Noblet strength.
100% agree.
Yeah.
100% agree.
No doubts.
Hockey's not even our sport, and we're the best in the world at it. So yes, we would.
And again, if we
golf,
weren't
golf, we didn't create golf. Some of the top golfers come from America. Why? Because people play that sport. Like if people played soccer, dude, I have no doubt.
people play soccer, it's the fifth
If the top
tier of
percent,
athletes.
Yes, it's
Fifth
the
tier.
fifth most popular sport in America, and it has been for considerable time in this country.
It's not moving.
It was never higher than that.
I think at one point it might have been higher than hockey, but within the last 2
Right.
decades, it's been surpassed by hockey.
Significantly.
Yes.
Significantly.
It's
And
to the point where we have 0 any day of the week soccer games at night, but we'll have Monday night football, Thursday night football, Friday night football, Saturday night football, Sunday night football, just for the NFL.
And then during the week, there's hockey.
Yes.
it's a fair point. It's a fair point. So, I mean, crazy reality is, I think it's clear.
European soccer fans are very prideful people. I understand it's been their sport. It's always been their sport. We let them have that sport.
Right. Yes.
We let them
Perfectly
have
said.
that sport.
We let you have it.
We are so sports savvy and athletic that we've created other sports, and now other countries have now tried to compete and be better than us at. No, and NFL, just look at the NFL. No one is making another professional football league,
NBA,
in the world
baseball,
that will come close to matching.
Like we created basketball, we're the best. We created baseball, we're the best. We created football, we're the best.
I'd argue in recent years, baseball has gotten contentious with the Dominicans, the Japanese, but
again, where do they move to?
Exactly. They come
Here.
to this league to play in our league. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And the best European soccer players at the twilight of their careers, they come to play.
I mean,
in the MLS.
can I be real with you? If we, back to the guy's point of, we invest the most into our sports. If that was the sport we were investing the most into, your Brazilian guy that you're obsessed with that makes your soccer team plays for us. That in a world where we are putting all of our chips or eggs in this basket, he's playing for us. Messi's playing for us.
Yes.
Ronaldo's playing for. What are you? Are you dumb?
But he wouldn't.
They're playing for us.
He wouldn't play for the U.S. national team during FIFA though, and that's where
I get what he's saying. But
no, you're wrong, Doug.
We're just talking about soccer players. We haven't even touched the NFL players that would transfer to playing
Doug.
soccer.
He's living in Los Angeles.
No, but he would.
That's exactly what in a paradigm where the money is. Talk again?
Do you not have to be?
So the reality is, no matter what, if we were to have all of our money in this situation, he's living in New York. He's living in Montana. He has moved to America and is a citizen of America. Why? Because to the tune of $1 billion, it said so.
Right. But
if he was getting paid LeBron's $300 million, yeah, I think he's willing to leave Argentina.
No, he'd have to play for Argentina. He's a citizen. That's how.
Not if you become a citizen of America.
But he
that's
wouldn't.
called
Like, but that's the thing.
Money talks.
It's like Christian Pulisic. It plays for AC Milan, but he's not a citizen over there. He's a citizen here.
But again, AC Milan is a private club. That's a different world.
Right.
It'd be, you're going to move to America and we're going to pay you to be an American citizen here in America.
Can you do that though at the national team? I don't know. If you
why
can do
wouldn't
that.
you? You buy. What,
I don't
Doug?
know if you can. I don't know if you can or can't though.
A citizen.
But they then get to choose where they play, and so he's still.
I think it's kind of like the Olympics thing.
No, Doug, we can't even hear you, just so you know. But just to be clear here, you are trying desperately to take my theory and force it in a world that soccer is not our number one sport. I'm trying to have you distill your imagination and be in a world where we have been the dominant country in soccer for decades. Messi is born into Argentina, let's say,
right,
in a world where America is the number one dominator.
Yes, yeah.
They are going to recruit his ass to America, give him citizenship, and pay him to the moon to live in America and be an American citizen. And part of that agreement would be disembarking your citizenship elsewhere.
Okay, I'm just not unsure if we could do that now, is what I'm saying.
We could, but
we're able to.
This scenario, you're right. You're right. We would be able to. We'd be able to pay a guy to come here.
Oh, I wasn't. I didn't even know.
And he'd have to. Okay, a dual citizen, like Doug said, has a choice.
Okay.
Money can create a situation where part of the contractual agreement is that you're getting rid of your citizenship elsewhere.
Okay.
Or part of your contractual agreement is Doug, what does NDA stand for? Ah, cool. So I can make a non-disclosure agreement or a non-compete clause that says you agree to take my $500 million and you'll never play for Argentina in a World Cup.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, it's just contracts. That's just how contract. You could make a contract for anything. So as long as the rule is you just have to be a citizen of that country, just like take the Olympics. It's a similar type of organization where you could play for America or you could play for Italy if you're a dual citizen. And part of the American struggle with the Olympics is that a third of our athletic force goes and competes elsewhere. So you're always going to be up against that, but you could try to entice it with money, advantages, the perks of the job, healthcare, whatever you could do to sweeten the pot. we not only have the infrastructure to develop these athletes, the greater position of my point is that we also have a whole market that none of the other countries really do have, except for a handful that can go and poach players. And that would be a real threat if we in any way had a concern or investment in doing so.
Oh, I see. I wasn't even aware we were able to do that currently. I know we don't,
Sure.
obviously, but
as long as they're an American citizen.
Okay.
That's the caveat. That's the only rule at play here. The only controlling rule is, are you a citizen of that country? And you're learning quickly from Trump, he can expedite any of this.
Yeah.
He can easily make you a citizen for the sake of winning the World Cup. So again, it's very fantastical because we don't live in that world. We don't live in a world where that paradigm shifts to that degree.
Right.
We are on the same equal negotiating power and pulling power. We're at that same level as Sweden.
Right.
A country the size of New Jersey, pumping their own gas. It's like, why? Because we're so much more focused on football and baseball and basketball. And I love your point of hockey. Like, there's a list of teams or games before this. And
I would say it's the 5th most popular male sport in the country.
I'll tell you this, there are probably more, I'm not even one of them, but there's probably more Americans turning on slap boxing than there are watching soccer.
Let me say this. It's the 5th most popular team sport in this country.
Fair. Yeah, great point.
You know what I mean? Team sport. Because I'd make an argument MMA is more popular in this country.
I would, yeah, good point.
Soccer.
Which, again, to
But if I'm going off
Noblet's strengths point, it goes even further than 5.
But then I'm thinking, I was like, well, team sports, it would be comfortably 5.
I would
especially after this most recent Olympics. Hockey's definitely bigger than soccer in this country.
Totally. Any rapid thoughts on FIFA, the World Cup?
I think it's been great. I honestly I didn't care too much going in. Obviously, we just had a discussion on it. I've never been the biggest soccer guy. Obviously, football and baseball are always my thing. But I've loved watching the cultures kind of collide in this country. And you've seen a lot of love for America. Funny enough, from foreigners from all over the world coming in, watching their teams play. I've tuned on some of the games. I've enjoyed it. It'll be the last time I probably watch soccer until the next World Cup, even if I care to.
It's hard to watch.
Sometimes
again, if I don't have soccer brain, it's just so mundane.
Right. You know, for those that are enjoying it, I'm thrilled for the people that are enjoying it. It is one of those things. I've watched them. They're super excited. They're loving every bit of it. I actually watched the Americans last Friday. I guess it was the greatest World Cup game we've ever had, and I tend to believe it because we somehow scored more than 3 goals. So any soccer games go when you score more than 2 goals. So in my book, it's great. If you're enjoying it, please keep enjoying it. I'll keep tuning in. It's been great fun. It's been great fun.
I've been enjoying it. I'm gonna keep tuning in. You know,
we play Australia this week?
I believe
Americans?
so. And if all things go well, there is a potential scenario where America plays England on the 4th of July.
It'd be probably if we make it past the group stage, I would imagine so.
How incredible would that be?
Oh, they would
be the 250th birthday.
They would be if they would be in shambles.
They'd be wrecked.
They'd be in shambles.
We'd crush them.
Yeah.
The spirit of America, it manifests destiny.
Let me ask you a question though. Your sister played soccer. You went to a lot of soccer games growing up. You and I played football. What's with the ties? Why has that always been like a draw? Excuse me, a draw.
Yeah, isn't it? You know, Mr.
And that's like a win. That's like a win for some of them. Like,
Mr.
That's
Respart,
as like a good thing.
as a child in Pee Wee football, would be yelling at us, "A tie's like kissing your sister." And of course, that would only happen in soccer. Only your sport are you kissing your sister.
And you know, I'm told it's a good thing sometimes. You get a point and pull play, which is great. It shows the difference between our culture, literally just American culture, and the rest of the world.
We need a winner.
Somebody's
got to lose. Somebody's
our
getting their nose rubbed in it.
Our fourth most popular sport, hockey, which didn't originate here. I'm pretty sure hockey did not.
No, it started in Canada. You're right.
They have draws. Every sport we've made, We made baseball games go to the 20th inning, if anything, to get that win.
Yeah.
Some teams walking off with a win.
This shit is ending.
Yes.
With a loser.
Yeah. One of you's
Dude,
going home pissed.
That's what I love that about baseball, dude, is that like my favorite thing is like the one game went to like 2, 3 a.m. because it kept going into extra innings. Because you know why? There's no tie in baseball.
Yeah.
You know, in football, we allow ties in the regular season for some stupid reason. But then come playoffs, there can't be.
It's like ties in football are simply there just because, okay, we cannot kill these people.
Yeah.
These people will actually die at some point. We have to actually end it. But in some postseason to end, you will die in the field.
Right.
We'll make sure one of you dies on the field before this thing is ending in a tie.
They tried with Buffalo.
Now, it is funny you brought up, you know, growing up, my sister was competing internationally for soccer. And so I've been traveling my whole youth watching pretty big soccer games.
Right.
And
didn't you go to a World Cup game?
We didn't go to a World Cup game. We went to England. We were in Wembley Stadium and we watched Beckham play.
Oh,
and it was
right.
crazy.
Yeah.
What an experience.
I would love to experience a European soccer game, like a Premier League game.
Well, you know what it was? It was a FIFA game, but it wasn't the World Cup.
It was like a friendly or
Right.
prelim.
Right.
something like that.
So I guess that's right. I kind of conflate the two. But
Technically part of FIFA, though, Alex.
right.
Yeah,
That's
it is,
why,
it is.
you know, it is FIFA, but it just wasn't the World Cup. That's why I said that caveat. But the thing about that whole experience was, you know, my grandfather, Greek immigrant that just played, he was a football player through and through. And when we would go to my sister's games, he leaned in and he's like, I love your sister. And I'm always type of game.
Oh,
ever.
so he wasn't a fan of football. He was a fan of football.
Correct. And ironically, watching this past weekend, you know, going to the bars, being with friends, they want to watch the game or something, took me right back to sitting with Papu. It's just like,
yeah.
shit, this is dry.
Yep.
This is just we're all just sitting, waiting for something to happen. And you know what? It's funny. The same thing they'll say about baseball. It's like, I'm just sitting here waiting for shit to happen. But it's like, I'm hanging on every pitch.
Right.
There's a pitch and then there's a little break, but every pitch, something can happen. Like there's going to be action, whether it's a ground out, a strikeout, a pop fly, a home run, there's action. Whereas this, it's like, it's the same. There
was a game this weekend.
Doug, I promise, I see your hand. Have I ever not gotten to you? I'm gonna get you. Don't even need to force your way in. It's gonna get to you. Damn it, I promise.
There was a game this weekend where it was 0-0 and I'm watching with my cousin at the bar. It starts at 3. And the other team is playing very aggressively, and the other one's just parking the bus right by the goal. And it's like, no one's going to score. And you watch 9,500 minutes of it, and it just, I couldn't do it.
Right.
I couldn't do it.
Doug.
No, I was just, what Will just said, that's the best part about baseball, at least, is they found a way to speed it up. They changed the rules without fundamentally changing the game.
Bingo.
And it is faster, and it has brought more people back into that game. Soccer, man, there isn't much to change with it. The game is the game. There is no way to really speed that up for the attention.
Great point.
Yeah, I wonder how many rule changes there have been to the game of soccer.
That's what
You know what I mean?
Probably very few.
You know, like
Very
I'll
few.
give American sports credit, the NFL, basketball, not so much. At least if they have, I really haven't paid much. But baseball, football and baseball, they've really done a lot, I'd say, in the last 15 years to change up the rules, to change and speed up the game in certain ways.
To directly address your point about how much has it changed, this, that, and the other. Where these other countries think they have developed some sophisticated skills in their population, it's like, no. Soccer is the most accessible game in the world.
Yes.
Because it takes nothing to play except the ball. You don't even need nets. You can make goals out of trash cans. You don't even need goals. all you're doing is kicking a ball around.
Smart 2 points.
Even at a friend's bachelor party and we want to play wiffle ball, you got to get some boxes around. We're making bases. We've got to put
Foul
together a
line.
bit of a field. Exactly. Football, you've got to have end zones. You've got to have enough
Out of bounds.
space. Hockey, you got ice. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
whole,
hockey, you
it's
need
like,
to-
this is a game that anyone, anywhere, at any time can throw something together. You can play soccer with a bundled up ball of paper. Like, it doesn't even take a literal ball. You with a stone. Like, this is a concept that couldn't, it is athletic competition at its most juvenile sense.
Mhm.
And at that point, when you go, hey, has this game evolved at all?
Right.
You got to assume, what's there to evolve?
Exactly.
There really isn't much to these rules. Can't, slide tackle. You can't offsides.
Actually,
Somebody made that up because it was just one dude was faster than the rest and just cherry picked by the goal. And it's like, all right, shut up, Scott. And then that's the last rule.
Actually, there was something, I guess, that they've been doing in this World Cup is they've been removing flopping as best they can. If you intentionally flop without actual contact, I guess you can get a yellow card.
But
I guess that's,
I love that.
I've only noticed it in this World Cup, but I guess they started implementing that about a year or two ago.
only in
That-
FIFA do they have to actually make a rule about flopping.
Yeah.
Because it's a sport. Universally, you think of flop, you think of soccer.
Well, and the funny thing is,
Universally.
on the flip side, the NBA doesn't make that rule because
You get profited.
you
You win an NBA championship doing
You-
it. You know, but yeah, no, I guess I recant my point. Yeah, there's been one thing I've noticed because I remember a guy flopped and I was like, oh, of course. And then they pulled a card on him. I was like, oh my God, they do that now? And my cousin who's big into soccer, he's like, yeah, they started that like a year or two ago, something like that. And I was like, good. Like, good. That's a good thing to add.
Well,
Right.
that's exactly it, man. That's my point is what's the one thing us novices, all three of us here, we're novices when it comes to football or soccer. What we know is the flop. Oh my God, he hit me. Oh, I'm going down. No, like
That was pretty good.
That's the one thing we all know about soccer. And
was
so
pretty
that's
good.
funny you said that, Will.
Yeah. It's like offside. I'll never, well, we all remember the first time we heard offsides. All of us.
Yeah. What?
What?
How?
Guy ran a perfect post route. He was open.
He was open.
That's the first rule we all heard. That's where the American divided, right? Where they either wanted to continue playing soccer, or they said, "Screw this, I'm playing football."
Yeah.
Like that rule right there changed it for everybody.
So let's get to UFC 250, the Freedom 250, our celebration of 250 years at the White House. And we host this UFC event that gets quite a lot of attention. Leading up to the event, there was some noise that caught people's attention. Most of all, champion Sean Strickland announces to the public that he had tickets to the damn event and it got revoked because in America, you've got the freedom of speech insofar as you're not talking about one foreign country that dictates and owns us.
I'm not surprised, but I got the call. I got the call. The UFC higher ups called me, the big names. And they said, Sean, I got to apologize, but you're not Israeli enough to go to UFC 250 Israel edition. The White House didn't clear you. And I'm not really surprised, I'm not really surprised. So, I think moving forward, I would like to just apologize to Israel. I'd like to say I'm sorry, I'd like to apologize to Trump. And I just want to prove that I'm Israeli enough for you guys. Like, for instance, whenever the list
do another
like
anything. That's
why he was revoked. He has a ticket to the damn event, and him being outspoken about a foreign country that controls us is the reason he can't go. Freedom of speech.
But I thought this whole point was America
disappeared, and Trump goes out there and says to everybody that he can't really go into it because people that by association will get prosecuted and like their names will be tarnished. I want to apologize because I don't want them to be prosecuted. Or when Trump goes and bombs the fuck out of Iran that no Americans agree with, that cost Americans $5,000 to $15,000 to go fight Israel's war. I want to apologize. Sorry, I've been a critic of that. Or when Trump goes out there and says, "Hey, Trump, your approval ratings are the lowest it's ever been across all demographics," and Trump says, "Well, you know what? I have a 99% approval rate in Israel. I want to apologize and I want to repent you know? Apparently I'm not American enough to go to Freedom 250, but I still got my ticket. So maybe we'll just go, I'll bring the bell and we'll just stand outside the gate and we'll just let them know what we really think about
So somebody that was able to get the liberals on his side, who would have thought? Bryce Mitchell had some thoughts on this. He wasn't in the event, but also that was part of the reason why he wasn't a part of the event, is his record of past statements. But that being said, Bryce Mitchell had some comments on this whole situation regarding Sean Strickland and really the UFC taking this type of position. And, it was shocking that Democrats were coming to his to veil his success.
You see that Sean Strickland got banned from the White House for talking about Israel?
I'm not surprised at all. I mean, freedom of speech is what really makes this country great. And when you can't criticize a foreign nation, come on, man. We ought to be able to criticize our own nation, let alone a foreign nation. In fact, that's the only nation you're not allowed to criticize. Something's going to change because evil empires don't last forever. There's always a rebellion. You ever seen Star Wars? That's what's going to happen, bro. Darth Vader's going to get took down.
What are your thoughts on the UFC White House just in general? Like, obviously you said that you didn't really want to be on the card anymore, but it's such a spectacle, right?
I don't remember ever saying that.
Okay.
I do want to be on the card.
You do.
I do. And this is what I got to say. First off, I ain't jealous of any of those fighters. I am so happy for those fighters. I don't think you could have got a better main event. I'm happy for every single last fighter on that card. If they need me to fill in, if I'm healthy, hey, I'll do it. For the UFC, I think it's great. It's beyond great. It's literally the perfect scenario. But as far as I'm gonna economics major. I love studying politics on the political side of things, not the UFC's business. That is, of course, they're going to say yes to it. But what I think personally is that our government is desecrating its role in society by entertaining sports. Our government is to protect and serve the people, and really should be as minimal as possible. And when you're doing all of this stuff, hosting sporting events, it's really outside of what the goal of the government was intended to be, because our tax dollars and resources are funding this operation. And like I said, I'm not criticizing the UFC. I love Dana, I love Hunter, I love Sean, Mick, I love all of them. And it's an amazing thing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. But the government should never be hosting sporting events because there's more room for corruption, and we already have a corrupted government. And so that's my thoughts on it, is that the government is supposed to protect us, not entertain us.
Right. I mean, there's something to be said there. But at the same time, a lot of the people were getting upset over, this is an inappropriate use of the White House. This is inappropriate. There's plenty of inappropriateness around this event, it not being the event itself. The UFC being at the White House is far from our biggest problems. It's June. Last June 1st, we did a ceremony burying a month that will never be found again in June. It's over. I won't even say the word. It's a deadly sin, so it doesn't exist to me. And it is dead. Like, I do not recognize this month as anything other than, I think it's like Men's Mental Health Day is in this month or something, or Mental Health Week. That's in this month. That's the only thing I pay a mind to. But that being said, let me take this opportunity to remind you, I don't know, what the White House lawn looked like 2 years ago. You want to talk about inappropriate events held at the White House lawn, making the pillars red, white, the rainbow colors with trannies
I'd
dancing.
much rather have the flyover of our American jets. Much rather have that.
Totally agree. And again, it was a beautiful event.
Yes.
I mean,
oh
just
yeah, no, it really was.
The display and the showmanship of the whole thing really delivered. It really did.
Honestly, it turned out better than I thought it would.
And everybody had their concerns. Sean Strickland's being the fight against free speech. You have Bryce Mitchell talking about economics and probably the government's intervention with sports or involvement with sports. Ironically enough, UFC commentator and MMA advocate Joe Rogan wasn't a big fan of this event.
House card. That's insane.
Makes me a little nervous. So I don't know if it's the best idea.
Yeah, it seems like it would open some room for some tomfoolery.
It seems like it. Yeah. The card is not what they wanted it to be, for sure. They wanted it to be like all world titles. The White House card.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like
You going?
Yeah. Unless things get crazy between now and then. But the idea of them fighting outside in Washington, D.C. in the middle of the summer sounds crazy to me. You ask someone to dehydrate themselves, to cut weight, and there's going to be bugs. Imagine getting lit up by mosquitoes while you're mounting a guy. You hear him and you hear it's a terrible idea. I hate it.
There was a couple inches of rain in that cage. That was a crazy show.
If you're fighting at an elite world championship level, you should be fighting in a controlled environment. The White House thing is odd. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of fighting outside at all.
Well, there's problems with it.
And then
done it too many
it's
times.
June, and it's DC, and we looked it up. The last time, like last year, same day, it was 100 degrees.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
hot as fuck.
And you add the lights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the lights.
You add the lights.
Yeah,
That attracts bugs.
How about dehydration?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the bugs are a big one.
Go back
Gnats. I just don't think that you should compete in a world championship fight in a non-controlled environment.
Yeah.
I think it should be inside an air-conditioned arena. It should be a controlled environment, just like you don't ask someone to do any of you wouldn't ask them to play a world championship basketball game outside in the sun. That'd be crazy.
But it's gonna be a
Build
pain in the butt.
A fucking roof.
Well, and they did do that, but it is an interesting take because, like he pointed out, this isn't a prelim fight.
Right.
This is the highest caliber fighters, and you could have a bug buzzing in your ear as you're worried about ducking a left hook. I mean, the whole thing is
It's an interesting take, and it's one we've never seen before.
right. And oddly enough, it really wasn't at play this weekend. As much as they kind of over prepared and talked this whole thing out to exhaustion. It really didn't have an effect.
Right.
At least so we've heard. You didn't hear any of the guys talking about like bugs flying around.
No, you didn't hear any excuses of those natures.
Plus, I really
dehydration,
don't
heat.
think about what DC is. Maybe gnats will attract the lights, yes, but it's a wide open plain. I gotta believe beyond day bugs like bees and wasps, like butterflies. I really don't. I'm sure they have mosquitoes. Bill Gates has been to DC before, so I'm sure they got mosquitoes, but probably not to the degree if you were to be doing it right here in the middle of Cleveland.
Well, I think his best point was just the heat, the outside nature of it being, you don't know what kind of day it could be. It could be a night like tonight where if you went outside, it feels like 70 degrees right now and a cold front's coming in, or it could be one of those 100-degree days during the day and all of a sudden it's still 90 degrees.
85 and humid. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and it is funny, not to go back to a topic we've departed from already, but getting back to the FIFA thing, it is funny how many teams are struggling with our weather.
They have a dehydration break during soccer games now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Never seen that before.
Well, we had that in football even back in the day where if it was too hot, they require you to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah, but again, we're talking about a sport that is predominantly played outside. Now bringing it back to UFC, it's always like Joe said, it is an uncontrolled environment. It's like, yeah, he is right. I've never seen an outdoor event before, and not just a outdoor event, but an outdoor event where you are having some of the best fighters in the world competing, and the last fight is a championship fight.
Yeah, that is a cool angle to this. So they start the day off with some excitement that grab your peanuts because the circus was circusing. It was a good time. Speaking of literally, so here's Nitro Circus opening the day off with a pretty cool spectacle.
It's just fun.
It is.
It's just fun.
One of the clips that I wanted to have prepared for today that I just, again, too many to get going. was the guys from Nitro Circus grabbing Dana White at an event going like, hey, we gotta jump the White House lawn. And he's like, what, you talking about at the UFC event? And they're like, yes. And he's like, we will make that happen. It's just cool. Like, the world's their oyster. And they're making the most of it.
You could just do things.
And it's just a cool shot.
Yeah. I mean,
so
it's
again,
just
you
fun.
had past, they're all upset as they do tranny concerts on the White House lawn. It's like past presidents have put on plays, they've held concerts, they've put on events. This is not abnormal. And to make this anything other than that is a little bit outrageous. But that doesn't mean we ignore the real peculiarities of this event. So we're going to get into that. First, Sean Strickland's like, hey, I had tickets. I'm a champion of the league, and they're keeping me out because I'm outspoken against a country that is foreign to us but controls us. And I just want to remind you that Dana White has always held the position that he does not stifle free speech.
I don't tell anybody to do anything. I don't try to control any other human beings in any way, shape, or form. They do it this. I say it all the time. We're in the fight business, and if you get your feelings hurt that bad, you probably shouldn't ask the type of questions when you know the answer you're going to get from Strickland. Let's start there. You know what I mean? If you ask him, you know who he is. And if you ask him a certain question, he was baited in that question. I don't give anybody a leash.
Well, I'm saying you...
A leash?
I'm like...
Free speech. Control what people say. Going to tell people what to believe. Going to tell people... I don't tell any other human being what to say, what to think, and there's no leashes.
No leashes. Don't tell them what to think. Don't tell them what to say. Well, Sean Strickland was like, hey, you might take away my ticket and you may not give me clearance to the White House, but I'm coming to this event anyway, regardless. So if for those that don't know, there was the White House lawn, and then there's the Washington Memorial and the giant park, and they put together a concert stage. Zach Brown band performed there. They had the fights being displayed. They had a big boxing ring just for kind of play and recreation like this. And Sean Strickland showed up to the event, and look at the mass of police that they use to remove him. They don't even do this to terrorists in DC, let alone what's his crime? I'm sorry, I must. Here's the video that he took of this little encounter. Or that the crowd took.
We're gonna go right to the stage and we're gonna just fucking rally this motherfucker. Relax. No, just watch. I got you. Relax. Let's do that.
I mean, they're loving it.
Yeah.
Isn't that what he would want?
Because this whole park of people agree with his ideology and perspective. To the chagrin of the country that owns us. Insane.
I mean, technically, he's probably going to get charged with like trespassing on federal property and all that. Like a way more severe charge than it should ever be.
Property he pays taxes to own and maintain.
But it's going to be like a whole other level of charges because it was there. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
you're totally right.
It will be reduced in court, but it's going to be charged way over what it should be.
Oh, right.
Pretty sure I didn't break the law. Like, I'm pretty sure. But I might be going to jail.
He's literally filming himself. I'm pretty sure going to jail in the paddy wagon that he's being driven in. Pretty sure I'm going to jail.
America.
As Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted, as a UFC champion is taking videos from the paddy wagon. And this is exactly how you lose your younger male voters, actually a lot more than that demographic. Send in police to haul off an actual American UFC champion because he used his First Amendment and criticized Israel. That's crazy, dude. That's the new America. But that's not even the most insane thing to come out of this event. I'm going to click it over to Mr. MMA, who was kind of my first outrageous report of this incident. And I was like, wait, what is this? Just take a look.
There's just no way this is true, right? Apparently, DC
who is commentating the UFC Freedom 2.
Not the District of Columbia. Daniel Cormier, the UFC champion and UFC commentator. All right, back again.
There's just no way this is true, right? Apparently, DC, who is commentating the UFC Freedom 250 fights, tweeted this out right before the show is set to start in a couple hours. Let's get into the tweets. So DC posted this, and I can actually attach receipts that confirm DC posted, then deleted these tweets and DMs from Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump. He says, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for bringing this to light. However, I refuse to stay silent. The UFC is a sport I'm deeply passionate about. I will no longer tolerate this insider behavior. Shame on anyone trying to ruin this beautiful event. Again, I want to preface this. This is not me saying this is 100% true, so don't twist my words, but I'm just saying what people who are trustworthy on Twitter said. Now, he could have gotten hacked, yes, but still suspicious. Hi, Daniel. I'm going to be attending the UFC 250 tomorrow. Saw you were casting. Hope to see you there. They just kind of exchanged some pleasantries. Anything you want to tell me about the fighters tomorrow? Who you got winning? He says, haha, I like to stay unbiased, but I love to watch Nickel fight. You placing any bets? No, I'm actually not allowed to bet. Are any of the fighters injured that you know of? DC says, I'm not quite sure why you're asking this, but I think they're all in good shape. Just cut to the chase. Are any of the fights tomorrow rigged? I've been eyeing Lopez fight, and I think an upset wouldn't be too unrealistic. No, none of our fights are rigged, and honestly, I'm appalled that you would even ask me something like that. And let me make this crystal clear. I am not saying this is true. I am not doing any of this. I'm just simply saying he posted this and deleted it.
It's peculiar. I mean, here's the come on, StreamYard. Here's the tweets. So apparently, and again, what can be confirmed is this was tweeted by his actual account
Daniel.
and then deleted. So peculiar. But let's let this unfold a little bit further. DC got caught on a run. What they're saying is, this is all AI, it's all BS, but we're not getting a straight answer, even from the horse's mouth. Here's somebody grabbing Daniel Cormier going, hey, what the hell is going on with your tweet situation with Eric Trump?
DC, what happened with those posts from Eric Trump?
Not real.
They're not real.
I can't believe you guys believe that. Like, who believes something like that?
Everyone said it was posted on your account.
I got hacked or something. Who believes stuff?
Who believes that? Somebody said it came from your actual account. I got hacked or something. What the fuck?
Like that. That's crazy.
So you didn't post it?
Why would I do that?
Hey, DC, you're a fucking legend.
Hey, what do you think of Joe Perkins, Joke Man? What do you do with Josh Obama?
The journalists that say you posted it are wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rudy. You're welcome.
For more content like this, subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe to the Rethink Tank. I agree with that guy. You subscribe to the Rethink Tank. Interesting take by Daniel Cormier. I mean, in many ways, it's beginning to feel like a little bit of a cover-up. But you know what makes it feel a lot of bit like a cover-up? When Ian Carroll can hack the whole situation with Grok and get Grok to disclose the whole thing. And I'm going to let him say it. He makes a funny comment.
That. But first, let's check in with Grok. Because Eric Trump is claiming that it was an AI screenshot. But I checked with Grok myself, and you can, I think, still do that today unless they've gone and lobotomized Grok about it. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I have a video screen recording of my Grok conversation.
I just gotta say real quick,
I just posted screenshots.
love if the XAI can tell you if it's a true X. Like that, you would think that would be a legit function of it.
Some would say that's the best use of Grok.
So I asked Grok about this retweet of it. I said, did Daniel Cormier post and then delete? Please summarize the situation. Yes, Daniel Cormier at DC MMA posted the screenshots and then quickly deleted them. Then a summary of it. On the evening of June 14th, shortly before the Link Cernovich post, Cormier briefly posted screenshots of what appeared to be Instagram DMs from Eric Trump. He accompanied them with a caption along the lines of, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack, blah, 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 blah. So Grok directly to me confirmed that post did get made from Daniel Cormier's account, and then it did get deleted. So that's that. Right? I mean, sorry guys, but Grok's
and the takeaway here is that the Trumps are just fucking scumbags. Like, there's just no other way to put it at this point.
Apple doesn't fall that far.
Not at all. Speaking of Apple not falling far, compromised assholes controlling our government. Did you catch this little snippet? Let me give some context so I can really emphasize to YouTube and the YouTube warlords that this is Freedom of Information Act, and this is a political and governmental and educational reflection. Like, this is literal education. Watch this promotion made by the UFC. Dana White at the end of the event does all of his bonuses. He gives a $800,000 bonus for the greatest fight, the most entertaining fight and the best knockout or XY. He gives out prizes, incentives to really make the fights entertaining. A $250,000 incentive bonus is being brought to you by Eric and Don Jr. own and distribute. They're major investors.
Dude, I heard Crypto mention more that fight than any other time.
But Doug, you were the only one that was here during my big podcast presentation on the Trumps. One of my major positions that I laid out is how the Trumps are taking over the crypto industry, and they're using their governmental influence to help facilitate that. And it's just like, yeah, Daddy Warbucks didn't really personally profit, but as you'll see as we get into the view, when they disperse, he's not personally profiting, but all of the entities that was once tied to him are in trusts controlled by his kids. So just don't forget it. Speaking of compromised assholes, can we get one last clip of Joe Rogan in here? I don't want to spoil. Will, really, you should watch this. And anybody out there, I've made it clear I'm a big fan of podcast cringe. Like, I think that guy does this show well. I'm taking from his show. He did one this week. This is the first 2 minutes, not even first minute. But it is crazy how all of his best friends and like Cameron Haynes was one of, like, that's the Tom Papa back in those days. This is a guy that was on more than most, and he loved having him on because this is my boys talking about like what we love: hunting, bow, archery, hiking. Like, they share that bond. Plus, Cam Haynes is super, super, super sponsored by Under Armour. So Cam is able to get him, exposed to all these great trips and everything. They work. They're two besties.
Okay.
Well, this last time Cam was on, they didn't really feel like besties. He did a good job of making it clear, to Joe, I still love you. But the whole episode is him trashing the administration and trashing influencers being used by the government. Just an interesting discourse here.
The White House all the time.
Let me be
now.
clear. Check out this episode of Podcast Cringe because there's so much more. Like, Cameron Haynes just is unrelenting, not letting Joe escape it. It's an entertaining one.
You're at the White House all the time now.
I've been there a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. It's also very weird because as much as people hate Trump and hate his decisions and hate what he's doing and hate how he talks, and my experiences with him personally have always been fun, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for everybody else.
America first. That sounded good to me. And it feels like this isn't any of that. If you go against him in any way, you're fucking gone. They can use people like us for their messaging. And then they invited me back again, but that opportunity comes with a price. So now I have to think about, am I true to what I believe in by showing support for this? And now there's too much for me that I'm not happy with that I can't ignore it.
He's talking to you, Joe.
So I feel like they use opportunities like that for press. And it's like, it's impossible to keep up on. That's what's frustrating.
It's not frustrating? This bear meat. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that's
bear meat.
Man.
That's legit.
What? Okay.
But get back to it. And Joe's like, nah. And there are so many clips in that Podcast Cringe episode where he's got Joe cornered and he's just like, and just totally changes the subject. And it's sad watching, Dance Monkey Dance. Right. For a guy that so badly wants to speak his heart on his own show with his name on it that he built, he has to pander to what the powers that be tell him to do. There was a clip, it got removed from TikTok, and I just didn't have time to hunt for it for today's episode. But a White House staffer caught on a hot mic Lutnick fighting with JD Vance about who is going to take the guest appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast coming up. And it's like, wait, that's for you guys to decide, right? Not Joe?
Yeah.
Who's calling the plays here?
Yeah.
Clearly Joe ain't calling the plays on his own show anymore. And it's sad and pathetic. But let's get to one of the most exciting things possible that came from this fight. And it is a circus clown. I gotta get back to what was being brought up at the beginning of the episode. Brad Richardson was talking about Josh Hockett and all the chaos that came around his weird escapades.
He's got some antics.
He's got, antics to say the least. It is, I'm trying to find his comment because it was really truthful. The dude was weird, and sometimes you should just save them for themselves and not allow them to just rant off stupid shit. He was clearly mentally unstable. I don't know. I think that's part of his game. I think Dana wants more WWE-like characters. And so this guy, did you see what he did at the weigh-in?
Yeah.
He had a mouthful of applesauce or something and pretends to puke on himself. And he's like pretending to be drunk. And all of it is clickbaiting and just trying to get attention. And I got to tell you, dude, it works. So let's just get to the Josh Hockett clip that kind of sparked all the dialogue. He wins this fight against, a legend.
Yeah, Derek Lewis.
And I think all of America's rooting for Derek Lewis. I also think Monday you had one of the most noteworthy comments about Derek Lewis, which is he's the next Dustin Poirier. They're just going to use him as a launch pad for future talent. He's going to get his ass beat so we can make names and brands out of the next wave of people.
Right.
And it's a shame, but it's also everybody plays their role, and now this is his turn to play that.
You hit that part in your career.
Right.
Right. Tony Ferguson was that for a minute. He was just a punching bag for guys.
And so that's kind of what I think happened here. I think Josh Hockett was really kind of promulgated.
He was given a punching bag.
Yes. Well, and given a platform. We were giving him the pedestal. We're putting him on the platform. We're giving him a platform, put him on the pedestal. So here's him post-fight making waves.
You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama.
First woman
we
president.
Already have it with Obama.
What do you mean there, Joan?
Let's just calm down.
Got it.
It's funny how she
No, Michelle is a trans. No, Michelle is a trans.
Hey, pull that one down.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
We heard it.
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
A transgender. We all
She looked
know.
pretty healthy here. It's crazy that she died a week later. Wild stuff, just a coincidence. Hey, Doug, I'm sure you know this, but The View had a view.
Night, you know who celebrated his 80th birthday at an event billed as UFC Freedom 250.
You know who. Bitch, no one knows who. No one knows this guy. This is the first he's been on the scene. You know who.
Oh, no.
As if you've talked about him before.
No, she's talking about Trump.
Oh.
She's talking about Trump. She's saying
You know who celebrated his 80th birthday at an event billed as UFC Freedom 250. Featuring cage matches on the south lawn of the White House. White House denies accusations that he's cashing in on the event, saying there's no conflict of interest because you know whose assets are in a trust managed by his kids. If it's in a trust and I'm managing it, maybe he's not going to get no money. But if it's in a trust and his kids are managing it, they might get some money. He might get some money. But that's neither here nor there. There was also one fighter who used his victory speech to make a derogatory slur against.
Slur. Buckle up, boys. This bitch is a slur. It's going to get very... Watch the offense bleed out. Buckle up. It's a slur.
Against former First Lady Michelle Obama. What did you make of yesterday's...
I want to see moms in their living room booing at the TV too. Boo!
I wish my mom would boo Whoopi.
That's what I was thinking about. I wasn't going to say it. Doug said it. Just in the living room, making Doug's mac and cheese. Boo!
My biggest complaint with The View, knowing my mom watches it, is that they are part of the 1%. And they bitch more about the 1% and what they should do with their money more than anyone else. Well, why don't they do what they preach? Oh, because they'd lose their money. They get paid to bitch about the 1% while sitting in the 1%.
I love you, Dick.
I fucking hate this show.
What did you make of yesterday's event?
I do want to address the derogatory slur made about the former First Lady Michelle Obama, because I think it's important to address. And we won't dignify what was said by repeating it, but you should look it up. And I think the reason that it's important is because for a long time...
That's a slur now. Having a pakaka is a slur.
We knew that. We've
really,
known that.
you could call anybody, you could call it out on anybody, but if you call it a black person, it's a slur. Give me the logic on this, slavery educator.
And the roots are in slavery. Black women have been slurred and made to feel that they were unattractive. And the roots are in slavery. Black women have been slurred and made to feel that they were unattractive, made to feel that they were masculine, made to feel that they were, they didn't have the femininity that a white woman would have. And so there's this intersectionality between racism and sexism that was on full display at the White House. The crowd laughed at the statement, and the President of the United States smirked.
You booed. Doug's mom booed. I cheered. I was like, woohoo! But I cheer at slurs. Woohoo!
And never addressed what was said. That is beneath the dignity of the office of the President of the United States, and it's
didn't say it.
It's beneath the dignity of the American people.
He actually defends against it.
Yeah, it actually came out.
There was one homo I didn't include in today's episode, which is Shane Gillis. I didn't like it. Did you see that clip?
Yeah, I saw it.
That was bad. It was a bad joke. Dude, you know when it was you and Matt McCusker in a room, you guys were geeking out. Shut the fuck up. Like, that was the biggest L Shane could have taken.
And it's funny, too, like, the fighter gave Trump a chain.
Yeah, with a Pokemon card on it.
And then when he said it, you see, there's a video, I guess, right, as he says it, Trump, like, takes it off. So not only did he take it off, and after he said it, he then came out and defended or condemned what was said.
Right.
And they're like...
The office. The office protected your lady man.
1 second of that UFC fight, because to me that does not celebrate America's 250th anniversary. That does not signify America's best values.
What do you know about America?
He is so obsessed with the Obamas. They live rent-free in their head. But I'm going to tell you how I'm going to celebrate the 250th anniversary. Number one, I am going to, on Thursday, is the opening of the Obama Center in Chicago.
Was that finally done?
It's done.
After all the lawsuits,
way over budget, and all the lawsuits later, you could see where the foreskin is held. Like, George Washington has his teeth, and Michelle has her tuck belt.
Celebrating the fact that he was the first black president elected in this country in 250 years. So you can tune in and you can watch the live stream. And the other thing I'm going to do to celebrate the birthday of America is come November, I'm going to show up and I'm going to vote out the federal.
Show me good, girl. You show me good.
I mean,
you show me good.
I'd maybe listen to them more if they weren't all wearing Knicks gear.
Oh, that's when you tune in?
Yeah, that's what
no.
turns you off?
I was already tuned out, but then they're all wearing Knicks gear, and like Alex's video starts with Whoopi wearing a Knicks like colored pullover with Knicks.
It might have something to do with the fact that it's filmed in New York, and I don't know. It just happened.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all New York fans.
Maybe tune into the next episode.
I'm sure they're all New York fans
And
too.
speaking of the next episode, Vance was on View today, apparently.
I wonder how that went. I haven't been chronically online enough today to get any glimpses of it, so I'll be curious to see after today's episode.
It might be next week's episode.
But grounding us back into this clip, I got a lot to say about this black claim that this is a slur. And I'm tired of I'm calling the kettle what it is. So it's a black claim that this was a slur. Does anybody want to take any shots or thoughts at this before I just rip it wide open? Because I've got plenty.
I don't want to get you off your roll. You seem like you're on a roll.
It has nothing to do with skin tone, and it has everything to do with appendages tucked between your legs. The same claims are had against. Let me. What is the slur when I go, Barbara Bush was a man?
In foreign affairs, George is the only person running for president who has been a congressman, the ambassador to the United Nations,
that's the claim here.
the chief of the U.S. liaison office to the People's Republic.
This chick is manlier than my dad. She just looked over and was like, let me tell you about the world economics.
Republic of China, a fourth of the world's population, incidentally, and the head of the whole intelligence system. So there's no question about that. There's nothing
supposed to be a chick, dude.
Wrong with having a president who knows something about something, incidentally. Though I'd never worked in this field. Well, I did once in Washington a little bit. But I thought I would push.
It has nothing to do with race. This victim card needs to go away. It has everything to do with pequeños in pantalones. That's exactly what we're talking about here. But just racist fuel hate. It's overwhelming amounts of evidence. So Joan Rivers says that once and then dies a week later. Mysterious.
Yeah, how did Joan go?
Yeah, it's a curious thing. Then we got this Barack Obama slip up that will live in infamy.
Distinguished guests and men and women of the finest military in the world. And most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah, Michael, and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today.
What's that reading mistake?
All of you have performed extraordinary service
That's a
to our country.
Freudian dick slip. Freudian slip. That's the Freudian slip. No, but this is the Freudian dick. This is Ellen dancing. This, I think, was always the evidence that just sold it for me. What is that? A keychain?
It's so bad.
Dude, it's so telling.
I don't see any pockets in those pants.
Doug raising facts. I didn't even know. Doug, I didn't even notice that. You're so racist. You noticed the word pockets. Look at that. No pockets, but a D. Is it really that refutable? I know I have got more evidence.
Why would
Joan Rivers.
Why would you put her in white pants?
She's hot in LA. She was feeling breezy, and she got too comfortable with the breeze. She really didn't expect to be jiving up there with Ellen, throwing it back and forward, back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. The elephant tusk is out.
Are there photos of her pregnant?
None.
Really?
So again, I just had this talk with my dad getting prepared for today's episode. If it was such an international dialogue that it was becoming a conversation of international concern, and I love playing the victim. And if I desperately wanted to show these white assholes as racist, do you know how quick I would just pluck a piece of hair on that? I'd be like, we're doing this damn thing. And I'm going to a doctor's office and I'm going to film you plucking my hair.
Done.
And then it's going to show a mixture of chromosomes.
Oh, dude, Alex, man, people went on Maury and all
Yeah,
that,
dude, we
just
got
to
the
do a
Baracks.
DNA
You
test.
are a man.
Running with the camera.
E.T. sitting over there like, I think I need to go home. Oh, no. But back to the pictures of being pregnant. I know that my inquiry is too extreme. My dad's was like, just show me a picture of you being pregnant, and I'll go my own way. Pretty tough to do back at the racist claims of Whoopi Goldberg. I'm coming at you with more evidence, Whoopi. How do you explain their kids' real parents? So these are senators that clearly are the real parents, right? The people on the left are the ones that birthed the children in the middle, and the gays on the right are the ones that are taking credit for it. Here's more. I'm sorry. The proof is in the put. You literally have a match for both parents.
Yeah, that is uncanny. It's hard to not notice. It's really hard not to notice.
The racism is the evidence. That's what it is. It's not that I'm racist. It's that I'm overwhelmingly burdened with evidence, and there's zero evidence to balance all the shit I give you beyond, well, if you don't believe me, you're racist. Well, my eyes are looking at a picture that's telling many different stories.
Well, the awkward one is definitely the one on the could you go back to the last one? The bottom right. I could see Barack and I think Malia. I think that's the top one in the middle.
One?
Yes. Just in the smile.
I agree, but however, the chins.
The chins, yes.
Barack has a pointy, narrow chin.
Pointy, narrow chin, yes. But
neither of them have that flat chin.
No
people on the right possess the genetic code of the two middle children's chin.
Yeah.
Period.
Alex, you're talking chins. The only thing I know for sure is that a cleft chin is genetic. And so if you are born with a cleft chin and neither of your parents have it, that is an immediate sign you were
If I was racist, I'd say the nose all makes sense, and then I wouldn't be looking at this, but I am. Sit on it for a second. I can't stand these people. I think we need to just bring some levity to the situation. I think
that was like the third fight too.
Sure. But you know what the better fight would have been? This card would have been so much better if you gave the people what they wanted.
Pulling off the weave.
Dude, some guy immediately got on the internet during the fourth fight and made that.
The internet is relentless.
Oh, I can't
yeah, dude.
Fatality. Michelle Obama is a man!
The internet is so fun, dude.
AI's getting really good.
AI's getting real good.
You know, I like to say internet is ruining America, but damn it.
That was a win. Yeah, we're well past it. Now we're going down in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was all a good time. But look at this. We got one last chapter of the UFC thing or Freedom 250. But before we close it out, I want you to see this little clip from Sugar Sean, his fight, talking about the walkout. This is just entertaining. This is funny.
Walkout though, you were walking out with a guy who's like a
Purple Heart or some shit.
Purple Heart hero, and was he hyping you up?
Bro, this guy on my left side, I don't know if you guys could see it on the walkout, but he was, let's beat this motherfucker's ass. We're gonna kick his fucking ass. Like just, and when I walk out, usually super calm, chill, and it was still like that. But he's this little fucking hero on my left, like like these guys have been in war. I have to go and get in a fist fight for 15 minutes, and then I win or lose, get to go home and be safe and eat and drink. These guys go to war and potentially, die, and that definitely fired me up for sure.
What a way to get hyped.
Yeah.
Right.
Purple Heart next to you's like, we're going to fucking kill him. You're like, yeah, I guess we are. God damn it.
Yeah, we are, dude.
The only thing that could have made that
He's walking
more
out this superstar.
Yeah. Dude, I just love that dude. Sean's just trying to keep it cool. And the dude next to him's like, we're going to fucking kill him. What are you going to say, Doug?
No, I was just saying, if that dude were a Medal of Honor winner, the highest award offered to medal, dude, you would have no choice but to be like, all right, dude, I'm as pumped as you are. Medal of Honor winners, man, they get saluted by anyone, any rank, anywhere. Like Purple Heart is one. Like
you should go to that guy and call him weak. That's cool. You should tell him he's not good enough.
No,
Doug.
I'm just saying, dude.
You should tell him he's not important enough.
He saw a
yet.
Purple Heart medal recipient. He's like, yeah, I've seen better.
I've seen better.
I'm just saying, that was Medal of Honor. It's like, dude, you'd have no choice. You'd have to do what he said. You'd have no choice. Medal of Honor, dude, he's the highest of the high.
Do you have the clip of the Medal of Honor guy?
No, that's what it was. Did you see him walking out? So as he's
that Medal of Honor? He said it was a Purple Heart.
It's a Purple Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as he's talking about it, what's the dude just and Sean's just trying to keep it cool, and he's just like, we're gonna fucking kill him.
No, I meant Michael Chandler walked out with Medal of Honor recipient.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
He was a 100-year-old Medal of Honor recipient.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was for
That's
one of the fights.
sweet.
That's why when he brought up the
awesome.
Medal of Honor, I was like, there was a Medal of Honor recipient that walked out.
Yeah, and then he walked past this guy and he goes, just know you're a bitch.
My buddy Doug from Ohio.
My buddy Doug called you a bitch. I'm bigger than you.
I mean, 100-year-old Medal of Honor. I'm sorry, but yeah, he's higher.
Yeah, apparently he was a Medal of Honor recipient, shot down like 5 jets in the Korean War.
That's awesome.
Dude's the greatest generation right there.
Funniest spectacle. Whole night, the main event.
Yes.
What an awesome walkout from the Oval Office where Homelander lost his powers and had his head smashed. I mean,
and that's where I know it from.
That's where I know I've seen this scene before.
Spoiler, guys. Spoiler for people at
Guess
home.
what, Doug? What ketchup?
Well, people at home may not have. Spoiler.
You spoiled it. I was just going to keep moving on. That being said,
that didn't happen.
Here's the walkout from the Oval Office that I thought was like a crowning jewel of the evening.
What says on
It's the Hall of Presidents. If you look, the second picture right there is a piece of paper with a pen. It says Joe Biden.
Oh.
President Auto Pen.
No, to be honest, that wall of presidents, I didn't even know that was on the White House wall.
Yeah, that's the one that Trump went and changed all of the plaques. So he put his own little spiel under every president. So like the description of every president is his very biased take. Worst president of all time. Good, great president. Liberated the slaves. Like just every little blurb he could add. So what makes this incident so noteworthy, funny, worth our time? Justin Gaethje, after his big victory, is asked about this moment. What do you think about that walkout from the Oval Office? You were sitting there reading the Declaration of Independence. I mean, that is a monumental document. I mean, that is core foundation to our country. What do you think?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy looking at the Declaration of Independence, the original one, and
not the
their
fake.
language was different. Like, I'm not smart enough to read that.
Doug, catch this.
Their language was different. Like, I'm not smart enough to read that.
Their
yeah, it
language.
was really cool seeing all the portraits of the presidents, and then I was in a holding room, and there was more portraits of amazing men of the past, and yeah, I was just like, I have to dig deep. I have to represent these people.
Say that to
I have to do it.
I can't read their language. Their language is English.
Yeah.
In cursive.
Your teachers have failed you, sir.
Well, it goes to show cursive is a dead language.
But it's
like
not
it's gone.
even cursive though, too. It's like they did even do from modern cursive that we learned. Their stuff is different. Like
no, if you could read,
S's are
no,
more.
You're
of
wrong.
an
You
S.
are wrong. If you could read second grade cursive, you can read the Declaration of Independence. That's just what it is.
But
it's
it
the
is
same
still different
language.
where like their S's do look more like F's than the modern.
Right, but if you know
S.
cursive, you know you're looking at
You're
an S.
absolutely right. And that's where, again, his teacher failed him.
I could agree, but also that's why he throws fists and not books. But the takeaway from this whole thing, when the underdog American surprises everybody with a great victory, different strokes for different folks, there's different approaches to victory. Other dude is locked up the wires and tech. He's training like a son of a gun. Throw up a dab. Light up the nail. Let's go. We're ripping dabs. All right, we're closing out the episode. We're done for the day. We've had our circuses. We've had our peanuts. We've had our circuses. We've had our peanuts. What time is it? It's late. This is a late episode. Cut me a break. We've eaten our lizards.
A lot of dense topics.
Let me ask the room. I'm even going to volley it to the comments section, the chat, if you know. There's a lot of circus that happened this week. Knicks, FIFA, Oliver Tree, UFC. Anybody know the real big thing that came out of this week? Like the actual thing? Like anything? What we report on the Rethink Tank?
The deal.
What deal?
Deal down in Iran.
There was, yes, that's a great one. That I'm giving you points there.
That would have been my guess.
$300 million or $1 billion deal, whatever the fuck it is. We're giving them lots of zeros, and we're still going to call ourselves the winner. I'm going to give you that one, but there was one little thing that's declassified, most transparent administration of all time, the Epstein files. One thing came out of this week that went totally unreported, totally unnoticed, and that's Bill Gates' testimony.
Be here voluntarily to testify, to help with the committee's work. I'll start with an opening statement in the hearing.
Yeah, good call. What was that? 10th.
To help with the committee's work, I'll start with an opening statement in the hearing room. I hope my testimony is helpful to the important work of the committee to find justice for the victims.
To find justice for the victims. Yeah, your wife called you the perpetrator, homeboy. That being said, yeah, something you know noteworthy. Nerd, as the Aussie with the giant rack eating Chipotle says, take some nerds, and the nerds would tell you that nothing's going to come of this, but at least it's one little footnote of the week worth bringing up. We appreciate you guys joining us. If we made you laugh, if we made you think the best thing you could do to support this show is hit that like button. And if you liked, then someone else you know will too. So please be sure to share, because that's what helps us in this fight against the algorithms. And with all that being said, we're here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss us. But between this show, our flagship podcast, our Sunday reaction show, and all our other programs, you can find it all in one central place, and that's at www.rethinktankpodcast.com. You can also join the Neuro Gym for free and correspond with us directly. That's how we can get you to be a part of the show. So be sure to join us and head on over there. But otherwise, guys, we appreciate you joining us. We're here every week, and please hit that like button. And I want to say thanks to Brad Richardson, CB. We got Ricky from Just Another Day TV, Brady Bavish, and all these other folks that were in the chat. The whole purpose of the live show is to get you involved, so I want to say thanks. But otherwise, we'll catch you next week. Peace.